What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry for the inconvenience. We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the background. It's your boy Andrew Show. Make sure you guys go ahead and get those thumbs up. And I got Black Man Travels in the building, man. You guys go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Those of you who are on here, man. Let's get on to the show, man. Oh, man. We got another one, man. We got another one. The brothers just won't learn, man. What's going on, Black Man Travels?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you for having me on the show.
So, what's the latest news on this interesting character, man? What's going on here with this guy?
Yeah, within the past couple of months, there's been a lot of cases where brothers, tourists, black men who are traveling to Medellin, California, and Cartagena, I'm sorry, they've been getting drugged, robbed, and even some of them been killed. And as of recently, this young gentleman here, he met a chica somewhere in Parque Harris, invited her back to the Airbnb, which is an apartment building where they have security. The security declined her, but
Wow.
this dude was so anxious to get in some action that she invited him to her house. Now, granted, more than likely she probably stays in the barrio area, the lower tier, and he went with her. They found him 2 days later, missing $13,000, fully scoped. And,
Wow.
And you see the picture there? That was his last image of him leaving his hotel to go to this woman's house in Medellin, and they found him 2 days later, recovering from being scoped.
Oh,
And this
man.
is the lady that actually drugged him. So obviously they were able to actually withdraw over $13,000 from his accounts. And yeah, his friends found him, and it's kind of embarrassing. This is getting really old and tiring to the point where we're sounding like a broken record.
How long do you think this man was staying out there in Medellin, Colombia, man?
I have no idea. When I saw his friend made that post about him, it was 2 days ago, and he was concerned that he couldn't, he haven't found his friend. He met a girl, he brought her back to the place. The apartment complex denied her an entrance, which is totally a red flag. But he felt like he had to get her, so he decided to go with her to her place, which is somewhere in the lower tier and barrios. And dude was missing and they found him today.
How many days he was missing for?
For about 2 days.
Wow.
And the thing, in most cases, when a guy actually get drugged, more than likely he would not survive that. But the fact that he's probably younger, probably has a stronger heart, he survived that. But recently, a lot of the guys who've been drugged have been in their 40s, and a lot of them just been unalived from that situation. And just again, this is the third brother this month of November.
And he met her off of Tinder, from what I was told.
Correct. And the thing is, you see this post right here? This was an alert post. Look at the date on this post. It's April 7th.
April the 7th.
So that means that he's been doing this for quite a while.
It says, yeah, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No.
Now I was gonna go ahead and read, but go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No. Yeah, this is from April 7th. So someone actually posted this picture on a Facebook group where they warning everyone to stay away from her, but she's drugging a lot of guys. Obviously, she found a sucker, and she was able to actually get about $13,000 from him.
Wow.
Yep. So this is something that we've been talking about I've been traveling to Colombia since 2015, and my first experience of seeing someone getting drugged was 2017. And it's not a pretty sight. I met some guys at the airport. They were pretty cool. We went to Gusto's, we had some drinks, and after that, 3 days later, it was time for us to fly back. I only saw one of the guys. The other two guys were drugged and still recovering in the hospital.
Are you fucking serious, man?
And that's where I was first exposed to scoping. The guys that I flew in to Medellin, these guys I met on the plane, only one flew back home. The two other guys had to stay in the hospital to recover.
So this whole scopophene thing is just running rampant right now in
Correct.
these Colombia streets.
Um, it's happening more in the tourist area because they now realize there's money to be made, and it's like, what better way to get a bunch of guys coming from the States, coming from Europe, coming from Asia, coming to Colombia for one reason only. And the guys, the gangs, they know that, and it's just like, hey, let's set them up. And it doesn't take much to drop something in your drink, and it dissolves real quickly, where to the point where you don't even know. And of course, after you had a couple of drinks, you're not going to look at your drink after you had a couple. So that's how they get you.
Now, I just want to state this, right? When I fly into Colombia, I'm usually always doing Airbnb, right off the bat. The person that I've talked to was he spoke English too. So not just that, when I did Airbnb, it was at an apartment complex, and inside the apartment complex there was security. Also, there's a one of those attendants that's out there that's in the front desk. So the front desk representatives always takes people's IDs. They hold on to their IDs. They take a picture of their IDs, a picture of the person, and they hold on to their IDs until they're ready to leave.
Correct. Most facilities, more of the upper tier facilities. Oh, by the way, you may need to turn down the music down just a little bit.
I got you.
Yeah, just a little bit. Because we're giving you guys some real information, because I'm sick and tired of hearing this. I'm sick and tired of seeing this. One thing about a lot of you young travelers, new travelers with passports, you guys don't listen.
Nope.
You guys don't fucking listen at all. Excuse me. We're going to have a real talk here, because the thing is, whenever we try to put you guys on game, you guys see like we're just lecturing you. A lot of brothers are freaking dying overseas. You may not see that a lot through these content creators, through social media. All you see is the good thing. You see the pretty girls, the champagne, everything else, but they're not telling you what's really happening in these countries, especially in Colombia. Colombia is a beautiful country. I'm not telling you not to. Look, I'm not one of these guys to tell you protest Colombia. Fuck that. Because I'm going next year. I'm going to Cali for I'm going to Cali for the Afro-Colombian Festival. But the thing is, a lot of you guys are frequenting to the same places where the pros are. And the pros already know that you're there for one thing. And trust me, they're going to flirt with you. They're going to call you Poppy and all this good stuff. Stroke your ego, let your guard down. And guess what? They're going to scope you. And when they scope you, she's going to call her cousin, her brother, or even her boyfriend or husband. This is Latin America, guys. Let me tell you something about Latin America.
Oh, man.
They have a very casual relationship. Some of them are very extreme with it, but some of them are very lax. A guy can have a girlfriend and wife, knows that she's out there tricking, and he still comes back home to her. So the thing is, when they drug you, they didn't have sex with you. The whole purpose of them is to knock you out.
Yep.
And once you get back to the place, trust me, she already called her friends, her family, or help to come clean out your place.
The cleanup crew. Crew.
So, and the thing is, now, just last week, a brother was stabbed to death. Then 2 weeks ago, another brother was found dead in his loft apartment in El Poblado. So the thing is, a lot of you guys think that you know it all. You see the glitz and glamour from these YouTube walking videos, and you just see pretty faces and everybody's reaching out to you. They're not showing you what's really happening between the lights. And the thing is, we've been telling you guys, there's a lot of content teaching you guys how to maneuver correctly, but you guys don't want to do that. You guys just want to see ass and titties and just ball out, make it rain in the club. And that's what makes you a target. You wear all these flashy clothes, jewelry, want to make it rain in the club. That's not part of their culture. So by you doing stupid things like that, you just bring attention to yourself. And guess what? You're an open target.
That's true. But sometimes it seems like even how these guys are moving, right? Because I don't like I said, I'm not around these dudes. I don't know how they move. I don't know how the real younger Gen Z generation are moving out here. I don't know what they're saying. I don't even know what they're doing. But I don't get those vibes when I go to Colombia, man. So But then again, I'm not around pros like that, and I'm not on the streets like that. So I don't know, man. It's just even if I were to do the play for play thing, I just know how to move though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like you get connected with people, you stay in the circle with people. You know, even if you are gonna take a girl from the streets, right, and bring her back home, let's just say, and you're gonna smash. Where's the security? Where's the pat down? Right?
I was gonna say this, man, guys. If you go in there to knock your boots off, Colombia, Brazil, you know, a lot of these Latin American countries, even overseas, Asia, have brothels and casas you could go to for you to let it off.
Yeah.
Don't risk your life trying to think that you want to grab someone and bring them back to the crib so you could what you call give her an experience. Bro, she's a pro. You don't do that. You're there for one thing only. I seen guys just try to cake up these pros. I'm like, dude, what are you taking out to eat? Taking out to like nice restaurants, tours, and all that stuff. Dude, her day job is to take money from you.
I never understood that with a lot of young fellas, man, and maybe some older fellas may do this
Even no,
too.
no, no. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of these older heads are the ones that are actually dying. To be honest with you, all the recent deaths have been guys in their 40s, and these are the guys that should know better. But then again, these are the guys that probably never had a passport, probably never traveled, probably never got attention from an attractive woman. Let's talk about that, Drew. A lot of guys are not getting attention from women. So when they get the first ooh poppy, you know, they fall head over heels, not knowing that she's running game on you. They're running game on you as soon as you land on the airport. They're running game on you.
Yeah. Well, the game never stops, man. It's just different players in it.
Yep. So is this, man? Like when we try to educate you young brothers and even some of you old heads, when we try to tell you like, hey, listen, this is what you need to do, and you don't want to fall in deaf ears, guess what? You come back home in a body bag. It is what it is. And the thing is, you go to Latin America, because in Brazil, they drug people too in Brazil.
Talk about that too, man. The Keymaker said something about, you get a bag of trannies.
I mean, look,
talk about trannies, man. I did a show.
There's nothing to talk about. Look, let me tell you this about the whole training scene. Yeah. They don't mess with you. They don't mess with straight guys. Don't believe guys who talk like this don't even travel, man. It's just like trannies, they stay in their own little sector. Right. And it's just like if you're gonna go, you got to go out and look for them. You have to go and seek them out. If they know that you're not into them, they're not gonna approach you. I was in Thailand. They ain't gonna. I was in Thailand, man. Look, I passed through an area. I didn't make any eye contact. None of them came and grabbed me or tried to talk to me. No.
But I just want to intervene and say this real quick because I did a last show on this, but I want to get your take on this real quick. But
sure.
There was an American tourist, right? I don't know if they're American. They could be American, but they had like a name that might look kind of familiar, may sound a little bit of a different foreign country. But anyways, so a man brings his girlfriend to Pattaya. And a transsexual woman decides to hit the woman over the head with a stiletto heel, a 7-inch stiletto heel to the head. Mm-hmm. She was bleeding profusely all over her clothes, right? Because she was cursing and swearing at the transsexual because the tranny wanted to be with the boyfriend. So she decided to take off her high heel shoe and bash it over her head for being loud.
That's BS, man. One thing I've learned about Thailand, they very reserved people. They don't like losing face.
Well, so no, this actually happened though. So,
but it happened. Maybe the wife or girlfriend instigated it. Maybe the girlfriend or wife attacked her.
She did
attacked him. So it is what it is. If in these countries they don't hold back. If you attack someone, they're gonna let loose on you.
But I also said this too, Black Man, is why would you bring your girlfriend to a red light district area?
Well, I mean, one thing about the red light district, and again, Bert, shout out to Bert, man. The red light district doesn't only cater to men. They cater to women. There's nightclubs, dance clubs, restaurants. there's a lot of stuff to do in the red light district. You see family with kids. You see kids in the like.
Yeah,
You see, you
yeah.
see, like you see European with their kids walking around to the red light district. It's not what you think it is, man. A lot of guys, there's only a few areas within the red light district where it's full hardcore, but the rest of it, tons of restaurants, gift shops,
Right.
lounges, clubs. Couples are moving around through couples, singles are moving around through the red light district. And again,
Right.
most people in Asia, they keep to themselves. Is if you want to go out and look for that type of entertainment, you go out and seek it, and
Yeah,
then you'll find it.
yeah, but we gotta keep it real though, man. During the daytime, it's souvenir shops, it's restaurants and bars and everything. But
No,
at
during the
night,
daytime it's closed.
but in certain places though. But okay, we probably specifically talking about Thailand. But I'll say like places I've been to because I haven't been to Thailand, so I don't know. But I'll say like Costa Rica, for instance, right? Hako Beach. During the daytime, it's nothing but bars and restaurants open. It's family oriented. It's all this and everything. Everything's cool. At nighttime, that place completely transforms. It's red light district. It's hoes everywhere.
But the thing
Everybody.
is,
Yeah,
but
go
the
ahead.
thing is, you have to understand, in their culture, that's part of the norm. So that doesn't
Right.
bother them. These kids are more exposed than what our kids are exposed to. So
Yeah, that's true.
a family that's from who are from Hako Beach, they've seen it all their lives, so it doesn't bother them. They're still gonna go out and enjoy themselves. Like the red light district, people think this is a whole big area. Typically, if you look at a red light district area, it tend to be at least one block. It's just one block. Rest of it is stuff around it where you can still go out and see and do. But the hardcore red light districts tend to be, in most cases, one block, 1 or 2 blocks the most.
All right. So true. Okay. So my question is, man. So what's up with the brothers, man? Like, why are they getting so caught up with these hoes like this on these streets, man? Like,
And
I just
again,
don't get.
okay, leave this one. Like this picture right here, I would
Oh,
never give this woman time and play because for one, this image is fully filtered. Look at it's
yeah.
fully filtered. That's not a genuine face. And
No.
two, she got a tattoo underneath her neck. Like I
Yeah.
stay away from tats. I mean,
I don't blame you, man. I'm not a fan of the whole women with tattoos on their neck and their chest and shit.
yeah.
It just symbolizes ratchetness, man. Like she come from the rough areas, them hard
Yeah,
trenches.
and guys, if you really pay attention to most of these cultures outside the U.S., a tattoo is frowned upon. Even though a subgroup may showcase their artistic side by having all these tattoos, but the vast majority of the people within these countries do not glamorize tattoo.
No, they don't.
So
Yeah.
tattoos tend to be more of a underworld life. If you meet a good woman, a good dude, for the ladies who are listening, you find a good dude in these countries, he doesn't have a tattoo. He doesn't have his ear pierced. They're very conservative. Again, most people in these countries, Thailand is very conservative. Colombia is very conservative. Costa Rica is very conservative. It's just people use one or two blocks to define their whole entire country, and that's not always the case. Like even
Right.
Dominican Republic, people don't realize Dominican Republic is very conservative, it's very Catholic. But again, people just focus on Sosua and they think Sosua defines the entire island. And it's far from the case.
Well, you're talking about weekend warriors, though. That's
Yeah.
all they do.
But once
That's
you
all they
venture
do,
out
right?
to other areas, you start realizing that people are extremely conservative. People they conduct themselves a certain way. It's just a small segment of people who tend to be wild, and people think that that's the rest of the country, which is not always the case.
Right. Okay, so I just want to read this first page real quick because this
Okay.
article I got. It says, first world that are seeking a wife from Colombia often end up with prostitutes, scammers, or women only interested in money from Colombia or just any other Latin country. Besides Colombia, also Brazil, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, and Cuba are popular sex tourism's hotspots in Latin America. Later in the article, you will learn that there are not only actual prostitutes, they are also scammers and women that only focus on money. Of course, there are also decent women that are seeking real relationships in Colombia. However, it is a fact that most American men that are seeking a wife in Colombia always end up with a wrong kind of Colombian woman. Now, what's your case on this? Do you think that
No,
most men that are traveling overseas are seeking a wife, though?
no, they're not. They're not. Most guys who are traveling under the so-called passport bro lifestyle are not looking for wives. They're looking for cheap thrills. It is what it is. You can't find a wife if you're not mentally, emotionally, physically, financially ready to take care of a wife. So when
Mhm.
guys use these AI avatars and make this whole claim, they trying to find someone who's friendly, fit and feminine. That's not always the case because they end up messing with the pros, and that's a fact. I've been in the travel space for quite a long to see the pitfalls when guys who assume that a girl is a good girl, but she's really not. She's for the streets. But no one's not going to check him because he doesn't want to hear that. So majority of the time when guys travel, you did have a good time. The likelihood you're going to meet a good genuine person that's going to university, that has a job, that takes care of her family. You're not going to find that in these tourist areas because they're not catering to those people.
Well, I've said it time and time again too that I even said this for men because most of the time I talk about relationships, like how men, if they are traveling overseas, the places where to look for women and how to interact with women. You definitely have to get inside the culture. Get out of tourist areas. You can be in a little bit more metropolitan areas where the cities, like for instance, I can use Dominican Republic for example. I stayed most of my time in Santiago. Uh,
Yeah.
I didn't care too much about Sosua. I went to Sosua one time and that was it for me. I just got sick to my stomach. I didn't care for it. I honestly didn't. And I also thought that women in Santiago were more attractive. They
They are
kept
more attractive.
yeah, they kept themselves physically fit. I seen a lot of them go. A lot of women from Santiago go to the gym a lot. Very friendly. Very culturally like. Can you get the 304 type of atmosphere? I'm sure there are
Yes, you
women like
can.
that. Yes, you can. I'm sure there is out there, but it's not heavily advertised there. And one thing is for sure I've learned too how the women kind of operate. There are women that are not necessarily pros, but they do pro things to get by. Get what I'm saying?
I
Um,
mean, there are a lot of red flags that guys tend to overlook because they
right.
simply just want to smash, and they realize that hey, she's gonna play the long game. She's gonna call you papi. She's gonna cook you some oros con pollo, with some plantains. That's part of her culture. That's what she does for her brothers, for her
Mhm.
father, for her kids, for her mother. So when guys get all geeked up because a girl's cooking him dinner and washing his clothes, dude, that's her makeup. That's part of their life. My sisters do that for me. That's why I never understood when guys will praise that. It's like, bro, I was getting that all my life. But
Mhm.
the thing is, guys don't see the red flag when she's on Tinder in these countries. She has multiple guys that she's seeing. You're just one of 10 or maybe
I
one
said
of 20.
I said this before. I don't know why men are looking for Colombian women on Tinder. You don't need to look for women on Tinder. I've met women, good wholesome women that are from Colombia off of Facebook.
Yeah.
Because just think of it like this. I mean, yeah, there are some pros that are on Facebook, but guess what? They're a lot more safer than dealing with because they're more undercover. They like to keep things on the ground. They're not really out there like that. Tinder, they don't care. They let it all loose. And sometimes on Facebook they do too, but you have a better chance on finding yourself uh just a chick who's gonna be straightforward with you and not really about the bullshit on Facebook.
Well,
Um
one thing I want to say with Tinder, guys, again, Tinder could be useful in certain countries. But once Latin America kind of caught on that a lot of American guys were traveling to their country for that one thing, a lot of the gangs started to create fake profiles. So sometimes you may see one picture, she may, one picture, but she has 4 accounts. So if you keep strolling left, 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 or right, 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 you probably see her again with a different name. And you see that a lot on Facebook too. You'll meet girls that have multiple accounts advertising advertising themselves with these pictures to lure you in. And guess what? Sometimes you make it that random hola. And of course, for a guy that never traveled before, he's gonna be geeked up. Wow, this pretty girl is actually saying that. And you have guys that never actually do a video conversation with these women, yet sending them money. And it's like, how can like because the fact that they going by a picture, this illusion, like, hey, she wants me. I would never thought that I could have this type of woman in my life. And guess what? She's saying all the right things, but it could be a dude on the other side of you, the person that you doing Google Translate with, and you're sending money, Poppy. I need money for food and all this stuff. It could be a guy on the other side. You don't know that. And the thing is, and I asked him, have you video chat with this person? No, not yet. So why are you sending this person money? Like a lot of guys, and again, this is going back to this whole black pill or incel thing. A lot of guys are yearning for touch. A lot of men are yearning for attention, and we don't want to talk about those things because again, that makes you look weak. And now this whole thing about going monk mode, that's even worse. It's like as people,
MGTOW shit. I never.
Yeah. This whole monk mode bullshit. It's like as men, as people, we care. We value touch. We value conversation. We value intimacy. As men, we value that. We tend to use sex as a form of intimacy, but we like the fact that if a woman, call and check on us, the little things like that matter. So when a lot of guys go monk mode and goes for a long period of time, not having any interaction with a woman in person, and finally he gets a DM, hey, hola, ¿cómo está? This and that, whatever. He's going to be geeked up. And guess what? He's going to take his first trip to these countries, not planning, not talking to the vets, not getting, speaking to the veterans of these countries to say, hey, listen, is this person real? I remember back in the days, Andrew, you remember people used to post, hey, does someone know this person? And all of a sudden, the comment section, yeah, I banged it last week. Yeah, this so-and-so, she lives so-and-so.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That used to be big back in the days.
Yeah,
So
I remember.
man. So when guys thought he had a good girl, he posted a picture up like, bro, I got a number. I just had it last week, man. And you can literally see the guys, like they thought they found a good one, but like, bro, they just ran the train on it.
And you know what's so funny is that the guys would actually it's like they end up wifing up the same 304s that everybody done smashed last week and shit. And it's like, it's kind of embarrassing because it's like these dudes are showing wedding pictures of them getting married. And I'm like, what the fuck? That bitch was on the streets yesterday.
Yep. I mean, I've known a few girls who been ran through, married to an American dude, living in the States now. I've been in this game for a long time to seen it. Like, wow, I guess you could change, a pro to a housewife, and they converted. But the thing is, that speaks volume to the guys who out there who are desperately seeking for sex, desperately seeking for attention, that they're willing to risk their lives. Like this young brother here, you had the hotel reservation completely denied this girl right here from entering the building, but you felt the need to go upstairs, grab your stuff, and go to her house to smash. At what point did you felt like there should be a red flag if the hotel would not allow her to get in? Yeah, that's a red flag. But the fact that this dude had to have her, and I'm looking at this girl looks inflated, fake nose, fake everything, and I'm just like, bro, sometimes if it doesn't happen, don't force it. When you force it, you're gonna find yourself sleeping on the floor like that, covered up, shaking up like a crackhead.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, black man, like these type of women never really impress me, man. Like I've had them before. I've had the experience of having them in Colombia because the first time I went, I was like, all right, let me have some fun with it. But after like a day or two, I was like, all right, well, whatever. Like I didn't care too much for it. It's like whatever. But my opinion, then I love natural beauty. I love naturalness. I don't care. She doesn't have to have these fake big ass titties, but I love women that are petite, that are small and petite like her size, but I don't care too much about the fakeness. That doesn't mean she doesn't even have to have much titties, but if she has like a great personality, we click very well. I'm gonna chill with her most of my vacation. I'm good.
But again, a lot of guys are into sport fucking, and for the audience
Yeah.
that never heard the term sport fucking, is basically going through random amount of women within a certain amount of time. So they trying to see if they can smash 5 or 10 women in a day. So they just try to smash as many people as possible. If that's the case, if that's something you have a desire in doing, guys, look, I'm just keeping a buck with you. Go to a casa. It's
Yeah.
cheaper, and there's countless of women there. Just go in there and do your thing. But if you're trying to find someone off the street, like at nighttime where you had alcohol in your system, you've been out all day, do the tours, dude, you're gonna get jacked because you're literally at your weakest.
That is true, man. You want to
But
open up the panels, man? We'll get some people in here, see
yeah,
what
yeah,
they.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's open it up, man. But let me say this, man. I know that a lot of people, I could be a downer because I speak the truth. I want you brothers to come back home safe, man. I look at this boy, he could be my kid. I have a 20-year-old, and it's like I always tell him when he travels, like, hey, listen, this is what you got to do. I need to know where you're staying at. If you feel like something's not right, let it go, dude. If you that again, I want to keep it honest with you guys. If you feel like you need to bust a nut, man, go to the bathroom, man. Let it go, and trust me, you're gonna think a whole lot better. Because the thing
Yeah,
is, a lot of,
or just find yourself a girl out there, which is
I
easy,
mean,
man.
no, but I'm saying, but if you feel that you're that thirsty to the point where you have to go upstairs in your own paid for apartment and go to a barrio, bro, you could easily just gone upstairs to the bathroom, give yourself 2 minutes. You probably start thinking a lot better. And again, guys, we're having a real grown man conversation here. And it's just
Yeah.
like, there's no need for you to risk your life following somebody to a barrio just for a good time, knowing that, hey, there's a likelihood that you may get robbed and killed. And there's a blessing that they found him because within the past few weeks, brothers they've been finding their bodies killed, done. So guys, just think smart, man. It's like again, if you feel like you got to bust a load, for you to think clearly, man, go to the bathroom, man. Put a little Pornhub on, let that release go. I bet you're gonna start thinking a lot better. Now, granted, if you out there doing your thing and you're meeting people organically and there's a connection, then cool. But if the hotel lobby denies somebody from entering the building, listen to that damn hotel lobby because more than likely she's probably been there before she caused trouble. Go
Yeah.
ahead, let's open it up, man. Again, guys, I'm
That-
just being the
yeah.
the big brother here, man.
Just to let it facts. Just to let everybody know, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, The Andrew Show, make sure you go ahead and do so. You guys can go ahead and join in from my side. I'm gonna go ahead and post it up in the chat. Feel free, guys, if you want to come in. We got Buck in the building, man. What's going on, Buck?
What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on with Colombia, man? Bodies are just
Oh
dropping like
man.
flies, man. God
I don't
dang,
know, man.
man.
What's going on, my brother?
Golly, man. Are they not watching? Yo, are they not watching? The DC Bill and Rob or Razor Rays?
I mean,
They,
you have to understand. You have to understand. Most of the Razor Rays, the DC Rob, they have a niche audience. Most of the guys who are traveling are not aware of what's going on in these countries. They're not aware, so they go on there blindfolded, man, and they think they see these walking videos. They see all the glitz and glamours. That they just don't pick up the signs, man. The signs are, hey, you got to be careful. And again, now you're prey. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Guys, you're going to Cartagena, you're going into Medellin, you are prey. They're hunting you down. So just remember that.
Man, I just think they should follow a buddy system.
Well, I
man.
mean, I travel by myself a lot, and
Me
I know
too.
when to like count my losses. And again, every country I've been to, I didn't bang at every country I've been to. Sometimes I do. I went out, had a good time, went back to the place and fell asleep. It's not that serious, man. And also too is like I guess I'm at a point now, man. I really want to experience the country for what it is. I ain't trying to like just put myself in a situation where I can't come back home.
First of all, whenever I hit an Airbnb joint, you know what I'm saying? I usually have a safe, right? I usually like to communicate with whoever I'm gonna see, make sure that they speak English too. That way we can translate a lot better. Most of my hosts, they speak English. They let me know exactly where I'm at. They say, "Hey, don't worry about it, man. You're gonna be in a safe spot. Da, 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 da. Show you how to move. Da, da, da." They offer me a tour guide too if I want to. Shout out to Marty though, Marty McFly. He put me onto one of his boys out there in Medellin, and I just was moving correctly. And that's what we call checking in. There's nothing wrong with checking in. You know, majority of the time when you check in, it could save your life. At the end of the day, you know, some people feel like, well, fuck it, I don't need to check in with nobody. I don't need to, voice my opinion. I just go out there and most of the young travelers, they're like, well, fuck it, I'm just going out there. I'm gonna have fun because I'm seeing what this guy's doing, so I can go ahead and do the same thing too. It don't work like that. I mean,
Yo,
they're not telling you the truth. What really is going on out there? You know what I mean?
yeah, this shit is just crazy, man. But guys gotta understand, man. There's beautiful women outside of Colombia. You know, is more to the world than Colombia, man. Like I
Yeah.
don't know why guys keep going back to this place, man. Like after what happened to the guy Timothy Reed, all these other cases, and I'm like, why the hell we go back? But Black Man Travis pointed out, he said some of these guys are first time viewers, and they seen these walking videos, from Rami Travel, and they see the chicks and all, and they be like, "Oh fuck, man, I gotta book the trip." So a lot of these guys, they don't even do their research. They only seen the videos, and and that's about it. And a lot of times they see these videos of the guys talking about the positives, you know. So they just book that trip, and they don't even look back, man.
They're just not moving correctly, Buck. That's all it is. They're not moving correctly. And some of them sometimes they don't even have to be with just moving correctly. Some of them just have some of these dudes probably just have nasty personalities, bro, and they don't care. Some men just can't handle. Some men shouldn't even be traveling. Be honest with you, because I got caught up with dealing with a passport pookie. An EBT traveler. The ones I call them EBT travel, the ones that barely have any money and shit, and then they think they could just, like your J Rellos, they think they could survive off of like nickels and dimes. It's insane, man. Like I just don't understand like how these guys don't travel with any type of travel security. Like even if I'm going for a week, I make sure I at least have like 5 or 6 grand as extra. Like that's just me. I'm not expecting everybody to travel like me, but I make sure I have money. I got my cards on deck. I got cash too if I need to. Even if I lose my cash, I got my cards. But everything that I go, as soon as I get in the Airbnb spot, everything's going in that safe. My passport, I even take a picture of my passport and my driver's license, and I Xerox a copy of the shit. Like I'm just making sure I'm cool. I just don't really talk too much about this when I travel, but these are the things that I do.
Yeah, that's old school. Like
Old school shit.
I make a photocopy of my passport and I
Yeah.
keep a copy in my pocket. Every night I go out, I keep a copy in my pocket. But now that I have the passport card, I just use that, so I no longer need to make a passport copy anymore. I make sure that wherever I stay has security and like 24-hour security surveillance, and I tip off my security
Yeah.
every day. Whoever worked that night will get $10 to $20 in their hands. And I
Oh
make
man.
sure I go and introduce myself to them, let them know, hey, I'm staying in this building, whatever. And again, you take care of them, they're gonna take care of you.
That's a
And
huge tip.
and I mean, look, I see it as an investment because you just never know. You just never know what's gonna pop off. I seen guys waste money on dumb shit. You giving someone $20 to look after your back. Trust me, it's a blessing because that $20 could go a long way for that particular person for that day. So by me saying, "Hey, listen, my name's so and so. I stay in so so building apartment. Here, thank you. Just make sure I'm taken care of." And since then, as long as I've been traveling to so many countries, I'm good.
I'm glad you kind of mentioned that because when I traveled out to Costa Rica, um, now I didn't intentionally mean to do this, But thank God it ended up like this guy sleeping on the rug and shit. But I didn't intentionally mean to do this. But when I was in Costa Rica, I had a gold chain like on, and it was a thin gold chain. But when you wear like a chain on your neck or whatever, you just don't recognize that it's there because you're so used to just
Yeah,
having
you're
it
so
there.
used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're so used to it. But there was a chick that I met, and I think she worked at a grocery store out there in San Jose, and we chopped it up and we were cool or whatever, and just friendly vibes or whatever. She spoke English too, so she showed me around. She took care of me, and I give her a little cash just to take care of me, and we wasn't even smashing. It's nothing like that. So she just, took me around and she was just good people's and that's what I wanted to. And she introduced me to her friends and all that. And that was cool. I met her on Jaco Beach. So I left from San Jose to go to Jaco. It was like an hour and 30 minutes
Hour
of
and a
a drive.
half. Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh, you've been out there, right?
Yeah, I've been out there.
Okay.
2015.
So you're very much familiar. So when I was in Jaco Beach, this is my first time being out there. So they got a mall out there too by the Stripway. Beautiful spot. I absolutely love it. I love the beach side. Like super affordable, super cheap. Uh I love the atmosphere. Um just not my type of area because at nighttime it becomes a very highly red light district area. But I love the clubs and everything like that. So, but anyways, make a long story short, I went to this club called New York something. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there's like when you go to inside this club by the beach area, like inside the club, there's like an infinity pool and shit.
That's
And there's
that's
like,
that's probably new because in 2015 it wasn't that developed. So when I
okay,
went, it was only a few spots, and one of the big spots was the casino area.
the
Well,
casino,
only
yeah, I know, I'm familiar with that too. But
yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of women in that casino. Jesus Christ, whole bunch of them, like a sea full of them. But in this particular club, uh, it was a night atmosphere and everything's LED light. It kind of gives me that Miami feeling. So, anyways, I was in there, cool vibe. Chicks were great, they're easy to talk to and all that, dance and all that, have a good time. Um, I met the same girl that I met in San Jose. There was a bunch of Colombian dudes that was inside the nightclub. They were staring at me. I didn't know about this, but me being a dumbass, I forgot to take my chain off. But because I'm so used to having it on and so light, I didn't realize I had it on. But they spotted my chain. The girl overheard what they were talking about in Spanish. They were trying to get me, bro. They were waiting for me to get out the club so they can get me. Because from what I was told with security and police officers, they leave after a certain time in Costa Rica.
yeah, yeah. They
They
leave
don't
after a
stay
certain
they
time.
don't stay out on the street. So after a certain time, you can't get no help. The police, it's that third world over there in Costa Rica. A lot of the other places and areas is very shitty. I mean, no disrespect. I'm not trying to shit on the country, but I mean, it's just very third world. Like people are fucking poor. Like it's poor as shit out there. But anyways, I'm in San Jose. I mean, not San Jose this time. I mean, I'm at Jaco Beach. So I met the same chick that I met in San Jose at the nightclub. She told me, like, listen, there's some guys over here, they're Colombian dudes, and they're planning to rob you. They said they see your chain. I said, what the fuck? I'm looking at the small chain, bro. It's so thin. I'm like, how the fuck did they ever see this shit? But they got eyes, man. These people got eyes. Like you won't even see them. They're in the cut. You won't even see them. They move like ninjas. So, homegirl told me this. Listen, I got my girls with me. This is what we're gonna do. Cause right now my heart is racing, bro. I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm in a foreign country. There ain't no police officers on the road. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to bounce. Fuck that shit. I'm ready to go home. So so the girl told me this, right? She says, okay, listen, this is what we're gonna do. Um, we're gonna surround you. And the passport the passport Pookie that I was with, I took on vacation. He was in the hotel, right? He stayed in a different hotel because he didn't have no money. He ain't trying to go out or whatever. I don't know. He was just on some bullshit. I was out there to try to have some fun. But anyways, long story short, I'm in the club. These girls come and surround me. They're like, listen, we're gonna surround you. We're gonna make a circle, and we're gonna get you outside the club. Make sure you call an Airbnb right now. Call them, make sure they're outside waiting for you. So that way we're gonna form a circle. So I had about 20 chicks, man, 20 odd chicks just came out of nowhere. Like they just ran like the fucking like I felt like I was the US president, bro. Just surrounded with a sea full of chicks, right? She told the other girls to help me out, to get me out the club safe. So they all swarmed right in a circle, and I'm in the middle. The dudes are looking over; they can't even see me now because I got a whole bunch of girls just blocking them from seeing me. They don't know where I'm at. But I'm in the middle. I'm in the sea full of middle of girls. So next minute, I'm getting out the club like I'm the U.S. president, man. I'm getting escorted by 4 girls. They both hop into the cab with me. Her and her 4 other friends. The other girls stayed in the club. Obviously, I can't bring 20 odd bitches with me. But anyways, 4 girls came with me. We drove straight down to maybe a half of a mile from. It was on the strip over there, Hako. So I went back to the hotel. The 4 girls, they got me home safe. I ended up giving some money. We got some food. We drank. We talked. We laughed, whatever. And I capped it off the night with Shorty. Had a good time. That was my experience, man. Like, that was so dope of her to look out for me because she didn't have to do that. But because I had a great interaction with her from the beginning, she was able to look out for me.
See, that's the thing. You were able to build a relationship. And I think a lot of guys, they forgot the importance of building relationships. Everybody's about showcasing, finessing, trying to get trying to get over other people. They forgot that the importance of networking, building relationships. So the fact that you were able to do that, she was there to protect you. Imagine if you didn't have that relationship, you would have been got.
I would have been got. So I'm trying to tell people this like on some real stuff, even though I do a lot of comedy and I laugh and joke around on my show and shit on my channel. I tell people this, man, listen, it's not a game out here, man. If you got to be on point, man, try to dress the plainest as you can be, man. Like, even as much, I even dress regular and I still cause an attraction because I had that one little piece of chain. Don't wear the shit. Don't wear nothing. Make sure you just wear plain stuff. You don't need to really. If you're going up to nice upscale places, then
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It depends where you at because for
yeah,
me, I mean, let's use Dominican Republic as a perfect example. If you're in Santo Domingo, Santiago, there's certain clubs, man, you got to come correct. It is what it is. You can't wear no, some sandals and
oh
white
no,
socks and flip flops. No, I'm just saying it's just like depending on your environment, you got to dress
right?
it accordingly. But if you're in a beach town, there's no need for you to dress
No
up.
need for
You,
that.
you
No,
you're in a beach town, but if you're in a city life,
right?
I'm correct. Like when I was in South Africa, I can't correct, man. I brought a blazer because at nighttime it does get chilly. The weather,
Yeah.
South Africa weather is funny because it could be 85 degrees in the daytime, and it drops down to 50 at night.
Well, black
So
man, I tend to like to dress up when I go to certain places, especially foreign places,
I
because I
love to
like to.
dress up.
Right, I like if I'm going to special. I like to go to those type of areas. Even when I was in DR, I went to classy areas where I was dressed real nice. The women were dressed nice. I like to go to those type of areas. I'm not the type of person to want to be in like 3 or 4 areas and want to celebrate and have a good time. I like to be in areas where it's more classy. The women are different. You know what I mean? Like it's just a different atmosphere.
Yep. So I mean, guys, just understand before you step on the plane, do your research, understand where you're gonna stay, understand the landscape, understand the culture, and just if you try to build a relationship, like use a tour guide in the afternoon. If you want to pay a little extra, have a tour guide with you at nighttime to, make sure that you're taken care of, do that. I've done that plenty of times, man, where me and the tour guide the chemistry was so great that it's like, yo, bro, come hang out with me tonight. Don't worry about it. Everything is on me. And guess what? he or she took care of me.
Well, that's what it is, man. It's all about hospitality. At the end of the day, those women, if you want to nap cap it off for the night, you get yourself a shorty, and there's nothing wrong with that. Build it. You can build a good repertoire. I mean, even though the girl was selling, I've dealt with girls that were selling, but I ended up having good relationships with them. Like we're actually cool peoples. They'll show me around. They show me places where I can go to. I mean, you can develop a relationship, like not in that type of terms, but like a friendship with some of these women. Because to be quite honest with you, man, like I know a pro that I'm actually pretty cool with, and she's got a great personality. I mean, she's cool as shit. But I'm not gonna judge her for what she does. I mean, she does what she has to do. But she was able to take care of me and have me move around the right way, whatever I needed. I was good with it. So, and I didn't have to do nothing well.
Yeah. So, I mean, guys, you have to understand, just be careful, especially right now in today's climate. One thing to keep in mind, a lot of countries across Latin America, the economy is not doing well. And it's Christmas, it's holiday season.
Yeah,
So
man.
you traveling to these countries, I'm actually flying out to the Santo Domingo next week. Dude, even in Santo Domingo, dude, I keep my head on the swivel. I'm very familiar of the landscape, everything, but still, I don't trust a lot of dudes out there, man. It's been a lot of crime,
Shit.
a lot of stuff that's been going on. So I keep a low profile. And plus some days I stay my ass in the house. It's like, bro, I don't need to go out every single day when I'm traveling. Sometimes I could give me a nice bottle. Of course, you get a fly ass spot, man. Bring the entertainment to you.
Yes.
That's it. You
That's
don't
what
need
I
to
did.
step out all the time, man. Like, yo, you got a couple of girls.
Yeah.
Yo,
Bring them
get
to the
some
crib.
food, get some takeout, get some bottles. Again, these are people that you trust. Invite them over to the crib. You probably
That's
staying in
it.
a nice fly spot. They want to chill out with you, whatever. Who knows? You may end up getting something out of it.
Right.
But sometimes, man, you don't need to go out all the time looking for that action. Let that action come to you. But again, only with people you trust. Don't do this with people you just met on Tinder. That's the worst thing
You
to do,
shouldn't. You
man.
shouldn't even be doing that with people on Tinder. Period, though.
Yeah. Like for me, I used to use Tinder a lot back in my early days travels, but now I don't even use it anymore. I feel like it's just
Not
a
in
lot.
Colombia, man. You can't do
No,
that.
I mean I don't use Tinder at all because a lot of those profiles are fake.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like a lot of people don't realize that a lot of those profiles on Tinders are fake. They're not real profiles. And two, people tend to flake out a lot. So I'm more old school, man. Generation X. Shout out to all my Generation X folks out there.
Yeah, man.
I'm all about going out. I use Instagram a lot. I go on Instagram, I check out all the best restaurants, all the best lounges in these countries, and I hit up those spots. And of course, dude, you go to these places correct, you look good, smell good, feel good, man. Look, you're gonna meet people. Like for me, I'm a big guy. So instantly when I walk in, I'm gonna draw people in towards me. And I smile. I buy drinks for guys, I buy drinks for girls. It's like, hey, listen, I want to be social. But granted, I'm drinking Red Bull.
I'm gonna be
So
honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The way I think about Latin America, man, I'm starting to. I don't know, man. I'm just not really feeling it like the way I used to.
a lot of countries across Latin America, man. It's a lot of
Other
countries.
countries in Latin America, you go to,
Yeah, I know, but I like when I like to travel, man. I like to meet.
Paraguay, Uruguay, all these countries in Latin America, but these dudes keep going back to the same country.
The problem
And they
Yeah,
wonder
true.
why
Yeah, they messing it
things
up.
is
happen.
it's not even the same country. They're going to the same city.
The same
Not,
shit,
you know
like
what? You know what? I'll take.
Medellin, Cartagena,
Catch that. They're not
Sosura.
even going to the same thing. They go into the same section of the same
Thank
city.
you, Buck Travel. Yeah, the same section
The
of that
clock
city.
tower and Parque Jerez, man.
Yeah, Pocket Jarrett's Clock Tower. That's the only areas where they go. So guess what? All the predators
Yep.
are going to flock to those areas because they know that you're guaranteed to be in Pocket Jarrett's and Clock Tower. Like in Medellin, there's Sabanata, there's Ambogado, there's Laureles. There's so many other places you could go where you could still party and have a great time for the cheap. But
Yeah,
dudes stuck on stupid going to Pocket Areas, and this is where a lot of the drugging is happening. Guys stay stuck on stupid on the Clock Tower in Cartagena. That's where a lot of the robberies are happening. But they don't know like there's other areas within that city where you could go and really enjoy yourself
stay in stay in the circle, man. Like my advice, like if you're gonna have a weekend warrior trip, go to Medellin, man. I think Medellin is a little bit more safer, man, and just deal with certain women that are not off Tinder. Try to go on Facebook and
Now I'll say this: if you're gonna do a
I'll say
weekend warrior,
Cartagena is a lot more safer than
yeah,
Medellin.
Cartagena is a lot safer.
really, well, maybe where
Right.
I was at, but maybe I just know how to move. It's just
I
different.
say this. I'll say
be
this.
honest,
Cartagena and Medellin are pretty much the same, but I think if you're gonna do a weekend warrior trip, go with the fellas. And again, set ground rules, guys. No one leaves the group. I don't care
Yeah.
how bad she looks, man. No one leaves the group. That's how I do. When I travel with my friends, look, we got a strong ground rules. You not no one's not leaving the group. We're not leaving no one behind.
And do not be going over these chicas' houses, man. Don't be trying to spend the night
And
over these chicks that you
and what
just
I do
met,
too as
man. Bring
well.
her to your spot.
I ain't gonna lie. I check everybody purse. I do it. I check everybody purse. All right, cool. And guess what? When everybody's doing their thing at night, I'm the one is up because I just have that overprotective personality of myself where I got to check on everybody's room. So I go to each person room. You good? All right, and that's it.
But what you could also do too is you got a safe in the house, right? Once the chicks come in, be like, all right, I gotta take your purses. Put the purses in the safe.
But you know what? But what about if you don't have a safe? This is where
See, nah, I can't rock like that, man.
no, but I'm just saying some places don't have a safe. So this is
I gotta stay at a place that got a safe, man. I
but
just
again,
don't do it. You know
but
what I mean?
some places may not have a safe. So I tell you
Right.
guys this: if a place doesn't have a safe, look at the apartment that you're staying in and find like some very incognito spots that no one will rarely look at and hide your wallet, hide your items there. Like for me, I used to like go different areas around the house, places that you would never think, like behind the refrigerator, behind the stove. I would do that.
I put mine sometimes when I put mine actually inside the toilet cover. You know,
Yep,
the water.
I've done that.
I've done that many times.
I've done that. And again, guys, these are the places that people will rarely think about looking. The safe, they could look at the safe, like, cool. Guys try to put things underneath their mattress. That's obvious. Find places in your apartment or in your hotel room that people are less likely to look at, and just put it there.
And the safe is like not 100% protective
That's
because
true.
the hotel staff can have access to it.
Yes.
You know, like when you're away for the day, let's say you're doing your touristy stuff, you know, you're out and about, you know, the hotel staff can come and, you know, unlock some of your stuff and, you know, still
Yeah,
some.
but you know what though? I rather take my chances dealing with the staff than actually dealing with the strangers. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, the Airbnb spot that I usually look into, it's owned by someone that's there. And since I'm a client, they're gonna make sure I'm being taken care of. Because if I'm not being taken care of, they can get a bad review. And most people who have their Airbnb spots, they don't want to have bad reviews. They want to make sure I have a good time. If they have bad reviews, that's bad for their business.
But what about places where guys don't know to ask for a safe? So this is what we tell them. It's like, listen, if you do have a place that doesn't have a safe, try to don't be so anxious to drop your shit and go out and look for a chick. You know what?
Yeah.
Take some time to get familiar of the exits. Try to go downstairs, introduce yourself to the security guard. Try to feel comfortable in your own spot because again, I've seen guys plenty of times when they just arrive, they go quick to go find something and come back home, and next you know what, they're drugged or robbed or their stuff been stolen because you didn't take the time to we call it Chica proof.
So
Chica proof your
I,
spot where you know for a fact that hey, listen, if you were knocked out, they can't find it. They could just ramcheck the entire place. They won't be able to find it.
Andrew, I got a question, right? So
Yeah,
in this
what's up,
story,
man?
did they say how exactly did this man lose the 13,000? Like, because I'm trying to figure out, did they try to hack his phone and get the money, or was he carrying a debit card?
I
And
don't
did
know.
they just swipe?
You know anything about that, black man? I'm not too
No,
sure.
no, they probably went through his credit cards. It was just kind of easy. They just kept swiping his card. And again, guys, if you're traveling, alert all your credit card merchants and let them know that you'll be traveling, and to put a red flag for any rampant charges. That's something that I
Oh,
do with all my credit cards. And I call the
So
bank. Call your bank and let them know, like, listen, you're traveling. If you see any crazy charges on my account, flag it.
so that's actually that worked. Even though this is a unfortunate situation, that actually works out for him because he probably has zero liability, since it's a credit card. Because I was thinking at worst, it's probably his phone got hacked or he was carrying around debit cards. Because I was gonna say this, that all men, I think that if you're traveling to Colombia, you should definitely be carrying a burner phone. And if you're going out at night, meeting different girls, I think you shouldn't even carry your debit card. You should probably just carry the money you need for the day or for the night.
I'll say this too, man. If you're gonna be on your weekend warrior trip, keep it to a minimum because you're playing a very dangerous game. You got to understand you're inviting people to your place that you don't know all the time, coming in and out, coming in and out. Me personally, I wouldn't continue to keep doing that if you're gonna do it. I mean, listen, everybody's got their discretion what they want to do, but me, I would keep it to a minimum and try to find yourself someone that you trust and you could kind of keep to that one. You don't have to keep going, do different sets of keep to a certain set. You know what I mean? Just keep to a certain set of three. You could just stay with those three girls because you know that they taking care of you if they're good, and all that other stuff. You don't have to keep on going to different girls. But some men just have that. I don't know. I guess they have that itchy sensation that they got to bang every girl that's out there.
I'm gonna say this, guys. Again, you may not like what I gotta say. If you feel like you need to bang a lot of chicks, man, take your ass to a casa. Take your ass to a brothel. That's what it is, man. In these countries, it's socially acceptable. You could do that. You're not gonna be shamed, anything like that in the States. So if you feel like you need to go through a whole sport fucking session, find your spot, find a casa, a bunch of casas, a bunch of brothels, massage parlors, go there and let it all out.
Yeah,
But
because
protect
let's just
yourself because go ahead.
go ahead. No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you
No, I'm
finish.
just saying protect yourself because again, guys, if you really look at your day, if you out doing tour activities all day, you've been up on your feet all day, then you have dinner, which can probably be late at night. Then you go have drinks. The likelihood you trying to smash again is probably slim unless you're a young Thundercat. But to my 40 plus guys, look, man, if you feel like you need to bust one loose, take your ass to a casa or a massage parlor, let it all out. Then go out there and enjoy yourself. So you're not pressed to smash something
I-
at night.
I'm also gonna add in and say this too is that I met a cab driver that had a group full of like women galore everywhere, and he knows these women, right? So I felt safer that way because I was introduced to his women that he knows, and they know each other. They're not on that. You got to stay within the circle of women. You know what I'm saying? Stay within the circle that you know you're okay with. If you want to, you know, rock out to your cock out, that's what you want to do. Just bang it out. Me personally, I'll tell you what. I did it for maybe 2 days, and I just got bored with it. Maybe 2 or 3 days, something like that. And I got bored of it on my vacation because I'm like, all right, that's cool. All right, I'm banging out some chicks that I probably wouldn't really get the chance to in the States. So is this my idea of like, okay, I want to accomplish that. But once I do that, then it's like, all right, I want to go adventure off. I want to do some tours. I want to take pictures. I want to do other things. I'm like, all right, I'm done with that. Now it's like I want to meet myself like a vacation chick that I could probably just chill with for the meantime and for the rest of my vacation. That's kind of how I roll. You know what I mean? And I was able to meet one redhead girl, cool personality, uh, non-pro, and it can happen. You can meet a non-pro in Medellin, like you can. I met her off of Facebook. So when people say, "Oh, well, every girl's a pro in Medellin," it's not true.
No, no. And
It's not.
let me tell you something, guys. I know people equate to like write off Medellin, saying it's over. This is all BS. We have brothers right now in Medellin living their best life, living
Yep.
their best life, not even concerned about getting drugged and robbed because you know why?
They don't put themselves out there.
They don't put themselves out there. They don't put
Nope.
themselves as part of that fast lifestyle.
No need to. Like you're taking a risk every single time you keep doing that. Like I
You
couldn't
got
do that. I couldn't do that play for play shit all the time. It's a big, humongous risk.
It's a
You
risk.
don't
It's a
want to do
fast
that.
life risk. Like
It's
guys,
fast
you have to
life.
understand. If you live that fast life in the States, what happens to you? You either go to jail or you're dead. No different than being overseas. You live that fast life, you're gonna end up going to jail or probably dead. So, like right now, I know several guys who are in Medellin right now, living, expating, digital nomads, living comfortably, living their best life without
Yeah.
without a single fear in their life. But yet, you got people who never been to Medellin or probably only go there once a year, super afraid of Colombia. They think that Colombia is like Medellin is all of Colombia. Colombia is the size of Texas, guys. Remember, Texas is a big state. Colombia is the same size of Texas. Colombia has so many different regions and cities you could go to and experience. You don't have to go to the same places where most of these guys going to because you see because you see all the crap on YouTube. There's so many other areas where you could still have a great time. If you still want to meet a nice, attractive, beautiful woman, you can still find that. It's Colombia.
Yeah. Okay, we had somebody that just came in. David R. Do you want to touch on something, and then we'll get to I can't pronounce that name.
Oh no, I definitely wanted to touch on the fact about the money aspect. That was the main point I wanted to touch on.
Go ahead.
Ulysses, you can go if you want.
Nah, I'm just listening right now, but it's a good conversation. I think it's just gonna get worse, especially remember it's December, so that's when the people really rob a lot in Colombia. December's like the worst season for robberies.
But I mean, guys, let's be honest. December is the worst season for every majority of countries.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
The
that's
United
true.
States. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. The shit's about to pop. I mean, Chicago, New York. Look at New York right now. Of all the Venezuelans and immigrants that's happening over there, they're literally breaking into stores and robbing stores right now.
Hey, I've been hearing that. Hey, but there's somebody was telling me the other day that they're making New York look like a Central Medellin. That's what some of
Yeah.
the guys from
So
NYC
I
have been
mean,
telling me.
So there's been reports where they're doing the motor thing.
Yeah, I heard the same thing too. That they've been doing
New
like
York,
motor robberies
New
now.
York is looking like
When
it
I was in
does look
Miami,
like Medellin.
I was in
It's
Miami
looking like
last
a
year.
Central Medellin, man.
I've seen
Yeah.
some videos of hoes in New York and Dominican hoes, and they don't
selling.
care.
They
They're
selling.
they're selling poo-tang pie everywhere. They don't give a damn.
That's what I
Yeah.
heard too. That's what I heard. They're
No,
bringing all that same shit over
Miami,
there,
man.
man.
Like,
This
same
is
thing
happening
with
right
Colombia.
now.
They
You
bring
have a lot of these.
that motorbike culture, and they also
Yeah,
bring that the selling aspect, nightlife culture thing over there.
Yeah, so I mean that's the thing. Like right now, people's talking about, oh, it's not safe. Like, bro, look at Miami. I'm from Miami. Miami's not safe.
Hell
People,
no.
Hell no, it's not. Been
so
there.
it's like so when people say these things, I'm like, well, you have to look at it in a greater scale. Colombia compared to United States is massive. And during the holidays, guys, is what it is. People are trying to steal. It's kind of
Scam.
still because people are scamming, stealing, and understand, guys. The United States is currently in a recession. If the United States is in a recession, how bad do you think these other countries are doing?
It's true. It's true. And I hate to be a downer, but this is just going to continue to happen. Nothing really is going to change. I know we're having debates about this, panels about this. Razor Rays touches on it. DC Born Rob touches on it. Andrew, you're touching on it. But this is just going to continue to happen. I'm sorry.
It's gonna get
Medellin
worse.
is lit, and people are just going to keep going down there. They want to live the baller lifestyle. I mean, just the guy's photo. I mean, him lighting up I think he has a cigar and he's lighting it up. Like he's trying to live that baller lifestyle.
Guess what? He's cradling these sheets right now.
Yeah, he left butt naked, man. They just stripped his ass, bro. Took every 13K. God damn.
Hey, but there's guys that are even going to the barrios like
They
without even
cleaned
like
his
knowing
ass.
what they're doing, and they're getting robbed over there as well. Girls are setting them up. They're telling, "Come over here to Aran West," and we're bail, and they're going over there and they're getting robbed as well.
Mic check, mic check. What's up, guys?
What up, man? Welcome to the
What
show,
up?
bro.
Wait, hey guys,
Somebody's got
hold on 1 second, guys. Hey guys, close your second window that has the YouTube on it because we're getting feedback.
Yeah.
Geraldo, if you could close your second window with the YouTube on it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Go for it. What up, Trini?
Was good, man. Yo, I'm gonna be real quick. I was just on King and Dreams Live, and you guys actually have similar topics. He has someone that's currently, I think, might be local from Medellin, from Colombia, and what he mentioned, kind of like what you said earlier about being prey. The way that the locals are using Tinder, Bumble, these dating apps are not the same way that locals of other countries might use it. You know what I mean? So this
Yeah.
is being used primarily for what's happening now. And the reason why I say, I'm not saying the whole country is, I'm just saying Medellin in particular, it's becoming too consistent. You know, I've been to Medellin, not really my cup of tea, but since I've been to Medellin, it didn't have this much violence and people getting robbed and drugged. Now it's weekly.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
crazy.
weekly thing.
That
It's
shit's crazy.
becoming it's becoming really consistent. And I remember when I went there, I think it was 2017 or 2018. I had friends that own property condos and was doing the whole Airbnb thing, you know, right next to Blocks and what's that other one, Energy and stuff like that. And when they had their little political skirmish about them raising taxes to 45%, they started attacking foreigners. So it's like people have to keep in mind that there is some angst against immigrants because when they think when their taxes going up, they think that the foreigners are doing it, you know, and they're also, you know, anti, you know, men coming there for the women, et cetera, et cetera. So we have to keep in mind that not necessarily that in other countries they kind of protect foreigners in a way, like, you know, like I would say like something like a Thailand, like a Mexico, like a DR. There is some protection, like, hey, you know, don't mess with the foreigners because you don't want them to keep coming, so you keep spending money. I think in Medellin we don't got that. I think it's a free fall. And that's why I say, you know, all good things come to an end. It might be over. It might be time for brothers, not just being black, just in general. It might be time to fall back for Medellin.
So you think that the big three, which is what, Brazil, Dominican Republic, and Colombia. So you think that Colombia is going to fall off as being one of the big three for most
I
travel
think
destinations?
Medellin. I think Medellin because I don't hear these stories
Oh,
in
okay.
Cartagena. I don't hear these stories in Bogota. You know, I don't hear these stories from Cali. It's too
Right.
consistent. Medellin, 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 Medellin. I don't even have to know where it is. I could just tell as soon as the story come out. I bet that's
Yeah.
Medellin.
We got Garado in the building, man. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's good, fellas, man? I ain't talked to y'all in a hot minute, man. What's good, Kenal? What's good, Andrew?
What's good, bro? What's poppin'?
I'm chilling, man. I've been going since to Medellin since about 2015, same time Canal went. Uh, and like, I mean, I have no issues going there. I think it's the new guy, especially those passport bros, honestly. Um, I have a cousin that and a nephew that's going out there tomorrow. Definitely had to educate them on going out there. They didn't know the do's and the don'ts of it. And they're in the Passport Bro group. I mean, nothing against them. I guess some of them do their own thing, and some of them are, I guess, blinded or whatever. But 45,000 people in the group, and not one of y'all talk about the do's and the don'ts and how to protect yourself. That's a little odd. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's crazy. My cousin was just here, showed me his laptop, and looked. I said, "Wow, 45,000 people." And the only time y'all talked about an incident was when the guy got killed in Cartagena. I told him something wrong with that. Leave the group for real. I
Hmm.
just find that a little crazy.
Well, I mean, I think what it is, though, man, to be quite honest, man, is that I think a lot of guys that are in passport bro groups or even younger, I would say just younger men, period.
Mhm.
I just think that they're trying to have the experience of having sex with the dream girls, you know what I mean? The ones that they've
Oh
always
yeah,
wanted in the States and they can't get them. So when they go overseas, it's a whole lot easier. That it's easy access for them. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So
that is true.
it's like a fat kid in a candy shop. You bring a fat kid into a candy shop and say, "Hey, you can pick from any candy you want and you can have it for free," right?
Oh
What
yeah,
what's he gonna do? He's gonna go crazy.
oh yeah. Sheesh. My last time I was in Medellin was in July. I brought my cousin and my brother, my older brother, there for the first time, and instead of going the pay for play route, I finally did something different after 9 years. I went to the mall, started talking to locals, started talking to police officer women, and the experience was just amazing. I was like, yo, I mean, you could definitely do something different when you talk to locals, though. I mean, nothing wrong with that pay for play thing. I mean, I've been doing it for years, and probably will still do it when I go to other countries, maybe. But I think the experience with just reaching out and just talking to locals and you know just socializing more, you'll get a better experience and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
I just want to add on this, and I'm gonna let the other fellas talk.
Mm.
When I was out there and I talked to a particular pro, and I asked her this a question because we just had a great conversation, like any of these girls out here would, yeah, you see in the video. Um, I said, why is it that a lot of dudes, why is it that a lot of women charge the men for sex all the time? Like, why is it not like a common mutual thing where you just get together, you have sex, and it's not like a form of an exchange? Well, she says, well, the reason why we do it is because it's two things. We know that you're not here to see us again. We know that you're going to see other women. And number three, you don't pay us to be with you to have sex. You pay us so that way we don't want to feel used. Because at least if we have sex with you, we won't be emotionally attached because at least we're getting paid for what we're doing.
That is true. You got to remember too, Colombia's a hookup culture, and
Yeah.
most of the girls that we see, they have boyfriends and husbands at home. I had
Yeah.
plenty of times when I seen a girl and the husband and the boyfriend dropped them off in a car or on a moto. It was crazy.
But some of these guys kind of already know what they're doing. They just don't
Hmm.
care about acknowledging it because they're probably going to be doing it with other girls too. But sometimes, here's the thing though, the guys that are locals, they're not paying prices like a regular gringo would be out there paying for a chick out there. Now, the girls that they see that most American tourists would consider them as being nines and tens, they're
Oh
really
yeah.
like fives or sixes in that country.
Oh yeah. If you go to Central, which no locals, well, no gringos really go to Central. You go to Central, that you'll see the girls and they're like 40K compared to 300 and 400K, which y'all spend in Medellin. The same girls that's in Central at night will go up to Poblado and make 4 to 5 times the money. It's funny.
Yeah,
So it's
but
much better when y'all go to Casa, actually, honestly, if you want to think about it, like y'all was saying earlier.
but as crazy as it is, most of these girls don't care about doing their job, but they will do it to please you because they know they're going to get money at the end of the day, but
Hmm.
they really don't want to do it. As crazy as it sounds, they actually do want relationships.
Oh,
But
yeah,
but
that's
they
true. Yeah,
but they
some.
know but they know it's non-existent in a way because I've talked to pros before, bro, and I had regular conversations, even regular chicks too, and they all kind of same seem the same. Like, well, we don't really trust the guys because all they care about is just wanting to smash or just whatever, whatever. So we just go along with it, but at least we're getting money at the end of the day.
Mm.
I think
So
I think for me it's more, it's cool to pay for play here and there, but for me, I get more when the chick wants to fuck me.
yes,
Yeah.
had that
It's
too.
just a whole different experience, man. When you find somebody, there's an instant connection, like, yo, we enjoy each other company, we're
Mhm.
vibing. Dude, the sex is just better versus me going to a casa and just paying for it. I don't know. That transactional thing is just not my thing.
Me too. I
Yeah.
feel you.
Plus, like I said, you go to a spot like a mall or you go to where the locals hang out and you look good, you're in decent shape, and you cologned up, which you always smell good. They'll look at you like, "Who's this gringo?" You're not wearing no shorts like a gringo. You're blending in kind of, but you look different. They look and say, "Okay, that'll definitely attract the good women."
Mm.
I mean, the thing is, guys, like a lot of you young guys and a lot of you old heads, are just Google Gaga off of this stuff and easily impressed to the point where you let your guard down. Hence why you get easily drugged and robbed. And the thing is, they know that. They can see it in your face. They can see it in your energy. And that's why, they could say hola papi, rub you, say all the right things, you're gonna fall for it. You just gotta be smart, man. You just gotta just use your top head more often, especially if you travel into these countries, because again, you're now prey, especially if you're hanging out in certain areas.
So Kanal, so just to piggyback on that, you're also saying that people are not prey. So this can't be a safe place if you're being preyed upon.
No. A certain
and
area.
as much. Well, all right, we're talking
Certain
about
area.
Medellin. We're talking about Medellin.
Yeah,
I know not to indict the whole country.
Yeah, okay.
So
but even in Medellin, there's certain areas where you'll be all right. Like there's certain areas I could go right now and I won't be worried. If I go to Laureles, I'm all right.
I know, like Bellin and places like that. I know. But this is becoming too consistent.
But the thing is, I would not. Okay, if some guys
people
say,
are not just only getting drugged, people are getting robbed. People are getting robbed for their jewelry. People are getting.
But look at the area.
Laptops stolen. People are getting run up on by motor controls. You know what I mean?
But look in the areas where they at. That's the thing. It's not all of Medellin. It's one or two areas, and those main two areas are the tourist areas.
So they're being preyed upon.
And don't be scared to go to Colombia, guys, because people are saying in here like, "Oh, I don't want to go to Colombia. I'd rather go to Brazil." You think Brazil is any safer?
Brazil's not
Cut
safe.
it out. It is. You don't get people drugged and robbed and stuff in Brazil. Like I'm sure it happens, but not like
it happens, man.
Not like every week.
You crazy?
Not like every week. Out of places, Medellin is dangerous. This is the most dangerous.
I mean, look. Here's the thing: is I know people right now living in Medellin right now, dude. They don't see none of this.
I don't either when I go out there. Look at Medellin. Look at these pictures right now.
These people, but okay.
Does that look dangerous?
Listen, I've been there.
But that's every day. Every day is like that, man. You think people still live their lives?
Dangerous to me. That looks mad peaceful. People chilling.
Right, so y'all recommend.
Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's talk about the real underlying issue, guys. Guys, if someone come up to you and put a gun and steal your goddamn phone, your chain, take your shit off and give it to them. Stop trying to fight them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is not your country. This is not your city. Even though the dude's probably 135 pounds and only 5'4", he has a gun on him. He will shoot you. So, guys, most of the guys who are getting shot during robbery attempts, guess what happened? They're fighting back. So, guys, whenever someone actually put a gun on you, just like in the States, because in the States, you're not going to fight back. You're going to take your shit off and going to give it to them. It's no different you being overseas.
Do stupid things. You get stupid things.
I don't know, man. That don't sound like a vacation spot to me, man.
No, Medellin is a city. It's not a big. Guys, any major city you go to, do you go to Miami? There's certain parts I take you to Wynwood, dog. You'll get jacked.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Especially them zoes over there too, boy.
There's certain areas where even here in Atlanta, you can go one block north off of Buckhead, your ass could get shot.
That's it. You go get got.
So really, every city, every major city has their faults. The thing is that most of the robberies and druggings are happening in one area. Which is Los Populares.
All right, so it's becoming more popular, right? Since the time you've been going, right?
It's becoming popular because of stupid people who are doing stupid shit. That's what gets noticed. But you don't see the good side of Medellin. Like I'm showing right now. This is what I saw when I was in Medellin. Exactly.
This is guys. This area right here, and a lot of guys don't even know about this particular area. It's only a few blocks away
from the park. Yeah,
from Populares. But guys would never seen this.
Nope, I've been to this area too. It was nice. I love it.
Pictures. I got pictures from there.
Provenza area.
Yeah. Then again, it's 2 blocks away. But guys stay stuck on stupid Augusto. Populares. And they want to make it rain.
They want to go to the park.
Passport Pookies.
I want to go to the park.
Yeah, I want to go to the park and hang out, knowing that you're surrounded by drug dealers and pros.
Listen, I can't wait for the day when people just stop.
It's not gonna happen, man. Medellin is growing.
It's heading
It's
that
not gonna
direction,
happen.
man. Because after
No,
a
it's
while,
not.
it's gonna be after we start getting two
Medellin's
people
getting tourists
killed
from
and
people
robbed,
from all over the world.
and then it start getting 3 people getting robbed a week.
I was actually at
heading
the
that
same
direction.
area as you see all these people at. I was hanging out over here. Same spot. I didn't
Look at
send
Cartagena.
any
Look at
type of
Cartagena. You know how many
dangerous-
robberies
been
happen
there.
every day in Cartagena?
I know.
You trying to say it's more than Medellin?
It's probably more. It's
I
just
think
not
Cartagena
reported.
is more dangerous than Medellin, to be honest with you.
It's probably more like petty crimes in Cartagena is big. It's big
I
there.
don't like Cartagena either, but
Cartagena
mean-
just don't report it.
Hey, let me get Razor Ray got you scared. He don't want you guys going out.
The thing about Cartagena, see, here's the thing. Medellin does not need tourism. They don't rely on tourism. Cartagena does. So of course, Cartagena,
we could
they
tell.
can't.
Look how they treat
Cartagena
tourists.
cannot let their audience know, let the people, the tourist industry know, like, hey, this is not safe. So they try to keep that stuff under wraps. Medellin is a city. Medellin is New York City, or
Right.
Chicago.
Shout out to
Do you guys-
Pitmaster,
okay, let me-
man.
let
It's
me
a
ask y'all
no-fly zone
something.
for me either.
I want to ask the panel something, man. Do you guys think this is a safe spot that I'm showing you right now?
Yeah,
It
this
is.
spot
I was
is
there in
legit.
July.
is.
Do you guys feel danger out there? Look at that old people. There's old people out there too.
Nah, well, I mean, I know a few people that have gotten pickpocketed there, so I think there's no such thing as a safe spot in Medellin. Everywhere you could get got.
Yeah, that's true, but
I
But
was
like, I want to use one of Canal words, man. From what my other friend told me from King of Dreams too was like, these people are using this to target people and target tourists. You know what I mean? So you're being preyed upon. So just know when you go to Medellin, they out to get you. Precautions have to be
But-
I
taken.
disagree.
the
I
Colombian
disagree.
locals-
I disagree with that. I'm
I
sorry.
disagree
with
too.
that.
Because when I was out there, I didn't feel any type of danger whatsoever.
Bro, you guys don't super personalize this just to you. These
No,
things
we're
are
not,
happening.
because I
And
have
hold on,
people there
hold on,
right
hold on.
now.
Look, stop
Exactly.
personalizing to the people that you know, because it's happening. We're getting reports.
We know it's happening, but it
But
And the
it's
locals-
happening in
and
what area?
Hold on.
It's
And on
one
top of that,
area that's
we
happening
know the
like that.
locals are using these apps. They're using when they see gringos and they're attacking them. And they're robbing
Yes,
them.
and we're
They're
telling
drugging them.
guys not to use the app. There's countless
Yeah,
of
man,
people
that
out there
fucking Tinder
telling
shit is
guys
ridiculous.
don't use the apps. There's news reporters in that country telling people not to use the app, but dudes are thirsty as hell.
KW, bro,
You
travel where
scared,
you
stay
want, bro.
home.
I travel all over the world, bro. It's not about being scared, man. It's being precautious and have your head on a swivel. So if you keep going to a place, a particular city, and people are getting robbed and people are getting drugged, and you feel comfortable, go ahead, bro.
Look,
Go ahead.
this is
Man.
guys. Listen, I disagree. I'm sorry. I'm
I
giving you
disagree
pushback
too.
because simply the fact that I know guys right now who are digital nomads making 6 figures, living their best lives right now, and they don't see
In
none of
Medellin.
that stuff.
They don't see
In
none of that.
Medellin, they don't see
You said-
none of
You
it.
said they
Because
don't
guess
see
what?
it or they don't get involved with it.
No, they don't see it because they don't participate in that type of lifestyle. They don't
Right.
go to popular areas. They go to a whole different area. Dude,
exactly.
there's a whole understand it. There's a whole life in
Medellin is so
Colombia. There's
goddamn
middle class,
huge,
upper
bro.
class. You have to understand, Medellin is the second largest city of all of Colombia.
Big-ass fucking
Bogota is the
city.
first. So the thing
Yep.
is, like when people use the park as an indicator for the whole entire city, is bullshit, man. It's just like me going to New York and say, hey, fuck it, let's pick the worst part of New York City, the Bronx. That
Don't go
represent
to
all
the-
New York. Don't go to
Man,
New
I
York
could meet
because
you-
the
I could
Bronx
meet
is the
you at
worst
class-
place.
But
I
that's
mean-
but that's where
Medellin,
people are going
man.
though. People are going to the Bronx and Medellin though.
Man, you
What?
can meet yourself a
Look at my-
classy chick in Medellin,
don't
man.
talk about
A
my
chick
city.
who
Hey,
got her
hey.
shit together, bro. It's not like that, bro.
No, but you gotta be
You know,
honest
for-
because the
you
locals
know-
are getting drugged all over the city, so it's not just Parque yet. It's like I said, I know a few Colombians that have been drugged in Cali and in Medellin.
Yeah, it's part of their life. But again, guys, you just got to be careful. Like anywhere you go, you just got to be careful. You could get pickpocketed in Europe, Asia. I mean, shit, you could get shot in Africa, in an African country. Anything can happen. But it's just like if you know all this is happening.
Come on.
No, if you know
Don't
this
make
is
it
all
seem like it's
happening
all the
right
same.
now, and there's like tons of media telling you to stay off a platform when you come
Yep.
to Medellin, that means you lack the social awareness and lack of planning
Don't be
for you to
scared,
actually
man.
prepare yourself to go to that particular country.
So when you go to other countries, how come you don't have that same warning?
What do you mean?
You can go to apps in other parts of
Yeah, because
you can
that's
go to apps in other
because
parts of DR. You go
because
to
those
apps in other
countries
parts of Brazil.
those countries don't grow that plant. That plant is grown literally off the streets.
And the people
I
that's
seen that plant
actually-
myself. I even touched it.
I mean, there
Black
is
man travel without drugs?
Huh?
I'm playing,
he was
I'm playing.
the chicas was
Hey,
showing
listen,
him
man, I ain't
how
going
they
front,
work.
man. I had a shorty from
No, she
Medellin.
no. The girl took me to an area where the plant is actually grow, and I touched the. You could touch it. You ain't
And
gonna fucking pass out.
You saw Brilla taking the little.
It's just
hammer
like no.
and
It's a
hammering shit together.
process. It's a process, but the ingredient is the actual plant. It's a
So
process that you have to go through it, but it's just like
So
look,
Kanal, does that make it more safe or less safe?
I'm gonna go, dude. My boys tell me, yo, come through. I'm gonna go.
You
Yeah,
didn't
fuck,
answer the
I'm gonna
question.
go.
Listen, man,
If
I
I'm
had
going, that means that I'm not
research.
concerned about. I'm not concerned about me getting drugs. I'm not concerned. I was there. I was there last year. I wasn't
I had
concerned about getting
all right,
drugs.
Listen, I gotta connect with a homegirl out there, man. She get me some marijuana whenever I go to Colombia. I'm good.
I think we're
We smoke
personalizing
out?
this too much because the
No, we're not. I think you're generalizing. You're generalizing based on the one particular area that's going to represent the whole entire city. People don't realize how big Medellin is. Medellin is huge. There's so many other areas within Medellin. People get stuck on stupid on populares. And that's it. And it's just like the thing is, most tourists stay in El Poblado. Everybody knows that.
We're talking about travelers like ourselves. We're talking about tourists because tourists are the victims. We've been Colombia. We've been to Medellin.
Okay, so
we're talking about the people who never been for their first time.
We're talking to the brothers out there who are planning to go, being ignorant to the fact that what's going on. And we tell them that, listen, if you are going to go,
killed and drugged out there.
No. If you are going to go, do your research. Dude, my son and his friends about to go to Medellin. I'm not telling him not to go. I said, yo, go. But guess what? He already knows where to stay. He already knows like what not to do and what to look out for. I'm not going to say don't go. It's like, look, shit, you survived fucking Dade County. You be all right. Just use your street smart. Don't fall for anything stupid. That's it.
All right. So you gotta get them a manual then, right?
We've done tons. Well, shit, I've done tons of podcasts. I've written blogs. That shit don't get read. People don't want to listen to that. People want to see ass and titties. They get geeked up because of that. So guess what? So these topics.
Let's come to the middle. So Medellin is not a place you could just run up in there all willy nilly, thinking it's Mickey Mouse.
That's any country, man.
Disagree, but can we agree on that though? Let's not switch to because we're talking about Medellin.
Medellin is a place where you want to do your research, man. And I think any country you go to South America, you want to do your research. Shit, if you go to Copacabana, knowing damn well if you stay in Copacabana, the damn favelas is right there, right above you. Your ass could get robbed.
Well, so, I will say this. No, go ahead. Back my I don't want.
No. I'm just saying. If you're gonna go to any country, especially to any major city in another country, you gotta do your research.
Yep.
That's it. Just stay in a safe area, guys. If you get an apartment or hotel, make sure there's 24-hour security. Make sure that, hey, listen, you carry your drink with you at all times. You don't leave your drink unattended. You just do certain things that, hey, you just got to do it because you're by yourself, or you and your friends are just like social awareness to see what's happening around you.
Talking about that drink stuff, man. I used to get clowned at from dudes when I used to bring my drink in the bathroom with me. Niggas used to say, "What you gonna piss in your drink and drink that, nigga? You just ain't trying to show us."
I'll just get another drink, but I don't drink that much anyway.
I mean, some people see it as extreme. Just get another drink.
Yeah, it's getting another drink.
But listen, if I got my drink and I'm feeling nice with my drink, I'm not gonna leave it around. I don't leave my drink around anywhere unless I'm in my own spot. But if I'm overseas and I got some girls over there, I'm still not gonna leave my drink around. I'm gonna bring it with me. But I tend to do that. Or I just give it to one of my boys. If I'm out with one of my dudes and I know he's a day one, then I'll just give him my drink and say, "Yo, I'm gonna hit the bathroom. You hold this for me." Boom. But I never leave my drink around. Even if I'm in the States, I don't leave my drink around.
Listen, man, I see that in the comments, man. I asked Kunal the time we had in Thailand, and
just, we good now. He's not afraid, man.
Just to let y'all know, this at and not even that. Not only that, I don't even like Thai women. So all that you can keep all that, KW.
Yeah,
The
that
Brooklyn
KW,
Diva, you
he's a
talking about
troll.
he's scared? Let me tell you something. That's wrong with these people that's going there, that's getting drugged and robbed. They're not smart enough to know that they should be scared. They have no situational awareness. So you know what? Them saying you scared, that's ignorance, and ignorance can get you drugged and killed.
You know what? I mean, I agree with you. I think every country I go to, I'm not gonna lie, I'm always nervous, especially because I travel alone. So my intention of getting drunk or drinking like socially is very slim. I'm very aware of what's going on. I probably drink more Red Bulls than anything. So that makes a lot of sense. But it's just like with any other country you go to, like shit, even here in the States, any other city, you go to Philly, you go to, damn
All right.
certain areas in
First of all, the
Toronto.
States is a dangerous ass country, so let's not pretend. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge you. When you went to Thailand, when you went to Cuba, when you go to DR, you got that same level of heightened
But it's
senses.
different. You understand Thailand and Cuba. Well, for one, Thailand, they rules, they don't play that shit. So yeah, and plus Thailand relies on tourism, so they make sure that everybody stay on code. Cuba, you're literally in a dictatorship. So if anything pops off, they're gonna take care of it. So again, it really
What about
depends where
DR?
you at.
You frequent DR. What about
I
DR?
frequent DR, but I ain't gonna lie, dude. There's certain areas I don't go. It just, for me,
Yeah,
it is
DR.
what it is.
Don't
Look, I
sleep
mean,
on that DR shit, man. They'll
I
definitely
don't
creep up on you.
like, for me, like with Dominican Republic, I seen dead bodies on the road driving.
Yeah,
Literally, I
them
seen dead
motherfuckers are
bodies on the
crazy.
road.
They'll run over
I
people.
seen,
And they don't even care. People just
yeah,
look at the bodies and like, oh
I
shit, okay.
seen a car hit a person and kept driving. I seen like some of the most wildest things that I seen in my travels were all in Dominican Republic. So it was like, for me, but the thing is, it's just like
KW, man. I'm a Brazil person, man. So I'll tell you, go Brazil. Been to Brazil 3 times maximum. So that's how I feel. And I like Bogota. It was a little cold, but I liked it. It had a lot of culture. You know what I mean?
But just to go back again, guys, I frequent Dominican Republic for a reason. But at the same time, where I stay at, I don't see a lot of the bad stuff. Now, when I'm in transit, that's when I see some things. There's certain barrios you drive through, dude, it looks rough. Like I'm like, I hope my car don't stop here.
Yeah, but that's not places tourists frequent. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yo, guys, I just want to reiterate this, man. Focus on yourself. That way, you don't have to rely on these, pay for play, girls that's drugging dudes. Like when you focus on yourself and you travel abroad, man, you can be, regular girls that will be genuinely interested in you instead of you going, play for play, buying out, pros and all that. You don't want to do that because you see what it was happening to these dudes. So at the end of the day, just focus on themselves. Try to be the best version you can be. Like look attractive, and that's the goal. You don't even have to pay for anything in that
Yeah,
regard.
but
But you know
a
what?
lot of
There's
these dudes
spots.
have to do P4P because they're there for the weekend.
But listen, there's spots in Medellin. There's dating spots where I forgot what it's called, but they have like a dating table where you can meet local women and you can get to know them. It's like a damn, what they call it, man? Black man.
Like a Columbia speed dating, Andrew,
Yeah,
You
like
something
a
like
talking
that.
speed
about
dating type
the
of.
language exchange?
Nah, it's like a speed dating spot that they have in Medellin where you meet local women and you actually have a date with them and you rotate around and whoever you feeling, you know, you get to take them or you guys go out somewhere and you guys start talking, do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You meet yourself a non-pro regular chick. Like it's a spot where it's just women that look for foreign men to date. So they got that there. It's just that you just don't see the guys do those type of researches because the first thing they're going for is like, oh, let me go to the spots where the girls are just throwing themselves at me, so because it's a lot easier. They don't want to take the time out and the effort to look for these spots or do these researches where you can find areas where there's girls that are local and they're actually looking for men to date and they're into foreign guys besides going on the streets looking for the play for play spots. You know what I'm saying?
But Andrew, how do they look?
They look like
How do they look?
like in the video.
Yeah,
The video's doing a good job.
yeah. How do they look in those that little speed dating? Because
I mean, from I wish I can find that one video that I had with the speed dating. Maybe I got.
They look good, man. They look good. They
Yeah,
They
keep
look
the
I
good.
content.
mean,
Yeah,
as much as I'm
because
anti-Medellin,
we've
the
all been to
women
Colombia, and
were
yeah, we
like
know
nines.
most of the women look very attractive. They're 7 at the minimum, but there are some like not too attractive looking chicks out there too.
So
Yo,
we
You know
don't
what
care
I mean?
about the
I seen some
non-attractive
funny
chicks,
looking
man.
ones, man. Don't get me wrong. I seen some funny looking Colombian chicks.
Yeah, there's some funny
They,
looking
they all
Colombian chicks.
range in various
I
different levels.
mean,
But that's
I think a
anywhere,
lot.
though.
I think a lot of I think a lot of guys put Colombia 2 up there. Really, like for
Yeah.
me, I, I guess being raised in Miami, I'm used to seeing like certain chicks. So like,
But
I
they're
don't know.
better looking than Dominican black man travels. Would you agree?
I disagree. I disagree.
Really?
I disagree. Like for me, it's very subjective. Like when people want to compete and compare a Brazilian to a Colombian, like why compare? Just accept their own unique look. You know, Brazil half is half of the United States. Colombia is Texas. So
You
it's
know
just
what?
like
Tell
I don't know.
tell them how
I
our
just
difference in Cuba was, because I thought the women in Cuba were excellent. Like 8 to
yeah.
9,
I mean,
but I think the other fellas are like, nah, they not. I thought Cuba girls were.
I mean, to me, I don't compare. I go to every country differently, and I see attractive women in every country. When dudes start comparing, and I ask them, "Where have you been?" Copacabana. Okay, where else have you been? That's it. Okay, Colombia. Where have you been? Medellin. Have you been to Cali? Have you been to Bogota? Have you been to Santa Marta? Depending where you are within that country, you get a different look. Even Dominican Republic. If you go to Santiago, you get more of the fair, light-skinned Dominican versus the coast. You get more of the darker skinned Dominican. So it really depends where you are. So when people start comparing about, hey, this person looks better than that person, that's all bullshit. It's like, yo,
Average,
listen,
And as
just
far as
accept.
pros go, too, it depends where you are, too, because not every chick in Medellin is a pro. Not all of them are selling coochie. There's a
And
whole lot that are not doing that shit.
and the thing too is like a lot of these girls that you see that guys hook up with, look at their body types. They're all plastic surgeryed up.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Those
Find
ones
me a
you can't
regular
tell.
Colombian chick, a regular average Joe Colombian chick.
well, I
Right.
can tell you in Cuba, ain't much surgery going
Like
on
this
over
one
there.
coming
Yeah.
up right now, walking. She's all skinny and petite. She don't really have no titties
Yeah,
and nothing.
that's a Colombian chick.
That's the type.
Most of the
That's the
guys
type
see
I love too.
most of the guys that I see on Instagram look they all had surgery. That's
Yeah,
like when
man.
dudes say, "Oh, Colombian girls look better." It's
Like
like,
this, yeah, like this
just
chick
do.
walking
Comparison is
right
a
here.
thief of joy. Shout out to
And to be
Yo,
honest
J5,
with
man.
you,
yo,
like this chick
these
right here,
girls
that's
have
skinny
full
petite,
bodies in
right?
a cemetery, man. These girls.
I'm just saying, like, as an example, like the skinny petite looking chicks, man. To be honest with you, I'm a guy. We're all men here. I'm gonna be honest with you. The skinny girls that don't have like the big titties, the plastic boobs, the BBLs and shit, the ones that are real skinny, to be honest with you, I tend to have the most enjoyable sex with. Not just that, great conversations too. And they're usually normal chicks. It's just the ones that are just too much into their body parts and shit. They're too much of a dead giveaway. You know what they're all about.
I mean, like even in Colombia, like when guys say, "Oh, you know, they only been to Medellin," and say, "Well, you haven't seen the girls in Cali then," because really most Colombian would tell people the most attractive women are in Cali because due to all the mixing, they ain't
Yeah.
got the henna. So it's like when guys say all this dumb shit, I'm like, where have you been? Especially if you only been to that country one goddamn time,
Oh,
like,
San
dude, sit
Andreas.
your ass somewhere.
Have you been to
You had
San
no
Andreas?
say.
Have you been to San Andreas?
San Andreas, no, I haven't been there. It's the
Oh,
islands.
I haven't been there either, but man, the women over there
I
are
just
beautiful, man.
think that look,
You
just
just said
go.
you haven't been. How you know they beautiful?
I've seen pictures and videos of them, man. Come on now.
Nah, we need boots on the ground, man.
Yeah, boots on the
Come
ground's
on, you
always
can't vouch. You
realistic.
can't vouch
Man.
for some
Well,
place
all
you
right.
never been to. Nah, cut
Well,
that
I'm
out.
just going by pictures and what I see with
Man,
Afro.
I'll show you
Afro
pictures
videos.
of women in Trinidad. You're gonna think Trinidad got a whole bunch of baddies in it though. And I'm from Trinidad.
Okay, well, I see baddies in Medellin too, so you know.
But we most of us been to Medellin. Can I have some agreement there?
That's true. Yeah.
So
my
wait,
brother-
I got a question for everyone on the panel. Is everyone on the panel gonna stop going to Colombia?
I'm going there
I'm-
next
That's
year.
a
No,
no.
I'm not
That's
stopping
a
going
no.
there.
I might
Oh, no.
go to Cali with Canal and them. I'm like,
No,
black man's travel.
hey guys, listen here. As much as Trini talk shit,
Hell no.
he's coming with me to Cali, Colombia next year for the Afro Colombian Festival.
But
So
I'm
he's
not
gonna
going
be
to
out there.
Medellin though. Nah, I'll go to Bogota first. I'll freeze my ass off in Bogota. You know, catch my breath, with the thin air, go to the salt mines, get some bomb ass
Traveler,
food.
hold on. Let me answer Traveler. How am I speaking fibs? Show me that when I got boots on the ground. Come on, nigga.
I think he's fucking.
Maybe that's based on your experience. I mean, everybody's experience is different.
Don't let the comments get at you either, man.
Guys,
hell no.
Go to the country and experience the country for what it is, man. Until you out there and see it for yourself. Look, don't go based on what you see on Instagram.
Look. Jay Clyde just said San Andreas is dope, but you need to take sand to the beach there.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Jay Clyde sound like he been there.
Yeah, he been there. I seen Jay Clyde content. His content is top tier, man. So yeah, he's a veteran in the game with Colombia. I mean, guys, you have to understand. Colombia is what you make it. Yes, you got to be safe, but guess what? This is every weekend over there for these people. They still living their lives, man.
Yeah.
So next week, when you find out somebody else get drugged and shot, just business is regular, right?
No.
He watched too much. Hey, he watched too much of that Razor Ray shit, bro.
What? No, bro, not even. Listen, I'm in Black Man's Travel group, bro. I'm in Black Man's Travel group.
No, he knows I talk a lot of shit.
Group, man. Every week there's a new post. I
can't
find my friend.
It is.
Someone's dead. Someone found dead body this way. Someone got robbed for their chain. And I just don't want y'all. A lot of people tell people that it's safe.
Okay.
Medellin's not safe. I think Medellin's become very dangerous. It's just become more and more dangerous. The more tourists go over there, the more dangerous it's going to become, guys. It's not that safe. Like, you got to ask the locals, like, do you think it's safe? And the locals will tell you, hell no.
But they still go out. They still move around.
This is still Pablo Escobar's Medellin.
It's dangerous, bro.
Dude, Miami's dangerous.
Getting more dangerous, more and more.
Like, I lived in Miami. I know Miami's dangerous. I know.
Atlanta's dangerous. You go, don't have a nice looking car and go pump your gas.
Anywhere is dangerous, though.
But I mean, if that's the solution, everywhere is dangerous. So just keep going. If that the solution is.
Look, I mean, unless you stay in a resort area
all your life.
It's not about being scared. You got to educate these people, let them know what they're getting into.
Well, and that's the thing.
Because if every week someone is dying and someone's getting robbed, something has to stop. It wasn't always like this.
They're just not moving right. We don't know what they're doing out there to get robbed.
I mean, look, a perfect example would be this guy right here. We know this guy did a dumb move where he basically left his hotel after she was denied due to security reasons and went to her place. Like, dude, most of these guys, when they're dealing with a chica, it was because they did something stupid.
Shout out to Jay Clyde, man. He said something else I agree with, man. If you live in that fast life, it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I said. You live that fast life, it's dangerous. But if you,
I agree. So when you go there, live the slow life, people. You're gonna be safe.
Not slow life, just go. I say this, man. Listen, if you're more in the middle class, upper class in society here in the States, why put yourself in a lower tier society in another country? Just because you want to see the hood or you want to see how the everyday person live. No, dude, if you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle, you live that same lifestyle in that country. That's it. You should not be staying any barrio. You should not be going to any local bar that's away from like security.
Too. See, dude. But Kanal, now you're talking on both sides because you just told that people need to explore and go to other places. So
yeah, you can do. Okay, come on. I see now. See now it's like, all right. These countries do have a middle class. These countries have an upper class. These countries do have nice restaurants, nice hotels, nice clubs, nice lounge, rooftop parties. They have all that in these countries. You know that, right? So why don't you frequent those spots versus you trying to like do all the low level shit? Now, granted, if you got connection where you know people there and you could do that with them, then do that. But until then, dude, keep it safe. Go to the nice restaurant. Go to the rooftop parties. Man, they ain't got tons of rooftop clubs.
For sure.
But they don't go. They go to Gustos.
He's going in the wall and the hole in the wall places, man. Them type of places you need to stay away from.
Y'all telling people go to sketchy places?
No, we're telling not to go.
Oh, okay.
Not to go. So, I mean,
so this guy, right? This guy definitely. Wait, is he safe? Because I missed the first half.
Yeah. They found him. He's alive. Okay. Scoped up though.
Thankfully.
You know, Kanal was calling all type of bad names. I'm like, let's find this guy first, man, before you.
I
Can...
just say he was a dumbass. That's it.
Listen, this man probably never been before, and he pull up with this Barbie. He know what to do. You know what I mean?
Man,
no one told him it's not nobody told him that Medellin is not safe. I guaranteed somebody said, don't be scared, just go there, have fun. Da 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 da. And he had went there without even checking what's going on.
Not
No
checking
rules,
in at
no
all.
guides,
Nope.
no checking in. The chick said, nah, I can't get in, come to my crib.
I mean, a lot of dudes have a cockiness about them where they just think that no one's gonna get over on them. They've been in the hood in their own country. They know how to conduct themselves. But when you get to these foreign countries, hey, anything goes sometimes.
Anyway, man, good night, y'all, man. But I ain't scared, man.
Right.
Just have your wits about you, man. Thank you guys for having me.
They say you scared in the comment sheet though.
They can say whatever, man. I got receipts. Ask my man, Black Man Travel, man. I travel.
Check
out my channel, Vlog Tripping. I got mad video to upload. You know what I mean?
They say you scared, man.
You
scared to come outside. Come outside, son.
I can't even make it with Canal tomorrow night, man. I'm supposed to hit up this rooftop in ATL, man. Can't even make it there because I got dinner plans already. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be blessed, man.
Medellin be easy, bro.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I mean, guys, just be smart how you travel. Plan accordingly. Stay away from Tinder. And just like Jay Clark said, I'm bougie in the States, I'm bougie abroad. I'm the same way, man. I'm a bougie ass dude. Tomorrow I'm doing a rooftop party in Buckhead. Dude, I don't put myself around ghetto folks, hood folks, ratchet shit. I don't do that in the States. I don't do it overseas, man. I'm good.
KW going in right now.
We ain't seen no baggies.
You stuck in that shit.
Man, you just can't listen, man. Like I said, you just gotta move. Just move accordingly, man. Just don't be putting yourself in hole in the wall places, man.
I think what I think is like there's other places that people can visit. Like the Mexico. I know Ulysses touched on this a lot. Guadalajara. There's other Mexican cities that people can visit, and also there's other countries in South America like Chile, Argentina that people can visit, but people just want to keep going back to the same. Not even the same country, but I'm talking about the same section within the same city. That's crazy. Parque Jerez, Clock Tower.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
I'm going to Mexico Cities next year, and I can't wait for that. So
I'm trying to hit up Chile, man. I want to do Chile.
You should go to Guadalajara, bro.
In his tech.
That looks like Bogota. Is that Bogota?
Yeah, I'm going to Chile in August.
Yeah,
they got skiing in August.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been to Bogota. If I said that, looks like Bogota. Okay, anyway, guys, I gotta get up at 5, man. Hope you guys have a great show. Hope what I had to say, serves any value to you guys. Travel, see the world, man. Just be smart about it. Check in. Join these Facebook group. Ask questions, man. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't know anything, ask. Reach out to Andrew, or you can reach out to me, and I'll be more than willing to get all the information you want, man, for free. Shit, like I ain't charging no consultation fee. Anyway, just come back home safe, man. Hey, your family love you, your kids love you. You got kids, whatever, man. Go out, travel, enjoy yourself, but come back home to your family, man. Safe. All right, guys, be easy, man.
All right, Black Man.
Later.
Yeah, bro. So
yeah, man. There's other places that people can visit, like I was saying, man. Like Colombia is, especially for rookie travelers, it's hot. I wouldn't advise rookie travelers going there.
Hey, but what do you say? Almost all the guys that are getting got, they're rookie travelers, right? I don't think so many veterans are getting got. It seems like it's all rookies.
Yeah, it's all rookies.
Because they're not moving accordingly, man. We don't know what the hell they're doing out there. We don't know what else they're doing out there.
I've been in Colombia many times. I can confidently go there right now, and I know how to move, and I can make back home safely. But the things, a lot of
I've never had those issues in Colombia. I never felt danger, none of that shit. Because I didn't put myself.
That's the thing. That's what separates you and us from the rest of these guys. A lot of these guys, they see those videos on YouTube, the walking videos, of the clock tower, Parque Jerez, and they be like, "Oh, damn, I gotta book that flight, and all they do is book. They don't even do research outside of that. They only see these fine chicks in package areas. They go in package areas. They pick up two chicks. They bring them back. They drink around them, and next thing you know, this dude is drugged and robbed from everything. That's why every day, man, bodies are just
They-
dropping like flies, man.
well, in that park area, yeah, you have a more of a better chance of getting robbed. But my honest opinion, like I said, I met chicks off of Facebook, and it's been really safe doing the buddy system. Because what I'll do is, like, if I fuck with a girl that I know, like for instance, I know this girl who speaks English, right, and she has other girls, right, and I ended up smashing them, but I kept it in the buddy system because I know her. So since I know her on Facebook and I met her before, we're mad chilling, we're mad cool. She introduced me to her friends, and then her friends, I didn't get to know her friends, and boom, 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 boom. If I wanted to do it that way continuously, I could have, but I choose not to anyways because I don't really care too much about the lifestyle like that. But I'm just saying, like, it's there for me to move accordingly if I want to bang out some chicks and be safe with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to really go to these streets or meet girls off a Tinder and you don't know where the hell they're coming from or because you gotta understand, man, they coming from low poverty areas, they coming from hood areas, you don't know. And then they're coming to your spot where you're at, and you can easily get got too if you just not, because remember, you're bringing her into your own domain. If you're not doing the things that need to be done correctly, if you don't have somebody at the desk that's taking these women's IDs or not, or photographing them or any of that stuff, because usually if you're staying in spots and they're taking pictures of of the women's IDs or they're holding on to them, 9 times out of 10, she's going to be a lot afraid to want to do something, because a criminal's activity, when they do things, the objective is to get away with what they do, not to get caught. So if she's in a position where she knows she's going to get caught, 9 times out of 10, she's not going to go through it because you have that protection.
Oh, but remember that other YouTuber Tobias? He still got drugged, and he had security in his building, and actually caught the girls too. And the police showed up, and they let the girls go. And I think he said the police stole his laptop or some shit like that. So even if you have security, the girls can still do it. They don't give a fuck in Colombia, dude. The
That's true.
Colombians have a mentality of like, we're gonna get it, because like, you gotta look at this. The Venezuelans, their country is right there. Like, they could just go back to their country and nothing's gonna happen to them. Interpol's not gonna go chasing after them and shit. So why
And
not?
they do play the game. The police play the game too with the chicas too, because it's all about money at the end of the
Oh
day.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Because the police are gonna be like, they're gonna act like they don't know what the fuck they can do or whatever. But when the chick's able to get the laptop and able to get the money, they'll pay the police. It's a money game thing. You just got to know how to move. But me personally, I don't like to play the street game. I'm not really into the whole pro game, and you got to understand, it's a gamble. Every time you're dealing with different type of chicks in the streets, you're gambling. You're putting something on the line. But damn, it's kind of out there. But you just gotta know how to move accordingly, man. That's the best that I can tell you.
Yeah, I was just there. I was there for 3 weeks, right? I just came back a few days ago. But like, me personally, I didn't meet nobody new. This is like the first time I gone to like Medellin, and I don't meet nobody new. Like, I was just hanging out with people that I know personally for years, and I know where they live at. I met their families, and I was just like, man, this shit sucks. Like, to me, it just got too dangerous for me to like try to meet nobody new. I was like, you know what? My homegirl can introduce me to her friend. That's how you gotta move. Like, if you could get that one girl that's cool with you, and she can introduce you to her friends, you'll be all right.
Right. You in that circle. You just keep it within that circle if that's what you want to do. Me
That's exactly
personally,
how what I was doing over there in Medellin and in Cali
that's
when I was
how
there.
that's how I moved when I was messing
Yeah.
with chicks. I wasn't really out there on the streets getting girls like that. I stayed in the Facebook clique. That's what I did. That was the safest way for me to move. Um, as far as that goes, to be honest with you, I'm not really much of a fan of that because I ended up meeting a non-pro and I spent most of my time with her. She cooked for me, cleaned for me, and she was like my cuddle buddy inside the room, and in my place. So I was good. You know what I'm saying? I was good. That's what I was looking for anyway. So I was good throughout my whole vacation. I didn't care about nothing else.
Yeah, but it sucks because like the new guys, they got to meet somebody eventually, and so it's like nobody's showing them the ropes, and then that's how they get got, or they meet like people that are trying to take advantage of them because the prices are known for like. I will say this: the begging is definitely out of control over there. Like, eef. But I mean, I feel bad for anybody new going to Medellin that's trying to like make connections. It's just like because some of the fucking mongers that are there and the expats, they're very toxic. They'll throw you underneath the bus for a woman and shit, dude. So I kind of feel like Colombia is very slippery. Like you got to make those right connections. And I
Right.
do feel bad for the rookies that are going to brand new. I'm just like me personally, if this was my first time going to Colombia, I probably wouldn't go back. Like after what I saw from some of the women over there, I was like, oh fuck this. But I know people there for many years, so that's why I went back. But I
Well,
don't know.
my suggestion to a lot of men, if you're going out to Medellin, please leave your heart at home and don't leave your heart in your wallet
Facts, facts.
because these streets will eat you up. And I've been to Colombia, trust me. You got to have a mindset where and don't get me wrong, some of these girls they do flake like American chicks. They will flake on you too, but
Oh,
they do that quite often, especially if you're dealing with them because you got to understand they're dealing with so many different people too. So, you know, me personally, I like I said, I am not the biggest fan of Medellin. I'm a big fan of Colombia, but I would like to explore other places in Colombia. I want to go to Bogota and see what's like over there. And San Andreas too is a place that kind of sparked my interest, but I don't know.
yeah, you gotta go to Cali. So I was in Cali for a few days, and I wish I would have stayed in Cali. I think next time I do go to Colombia, I'll probably get an apartment for like a month in Cali. But I
Cali.
haven't been impressed with the prices. I think like foreigners have fucked it up. Like I think almost every girl that I met in Medellin was asking me for shit. And the begging is definitely out of control now. And Cali is a lot more different because there's no tourists that go over there. And I like my women curvy. So when I was over there in Cali, it was like, holy shit. I was there just a few days and I was like, damn, I wish I could have stayed longer. But Medellin to me is like overplayed. Like if I go back, I might just do like 4 or 5 days. But when I used to like go to Colombia, I used to stay like months in Medellin. Now I won't do that no more. I'm just like, I think
Nah, I don't
Cali's
care too
better.
much about it. I do want to go back to Medellin, but I might go back at the end of December. I'm thinking about it, but because I might go chill with a couple people who's out there. But if I do go back, it's probably gonna be for like a 3 days, 4 day, 3 day thing because I don't really care too much about it.
Hey,
I don't know.
Ulysses, I'm kind of looking at Guadalajara right now, and I'm thinking about going there sometime
Yeah,
soon.
you should go. I met
And
up with that other
the
YouTuber.
thing is, like, here's the thing, man.
I heard Chili's a nice little
I don't
spot
rely on
too.
the pay for play, because I let my actions and my physical appearance, do the working. Which is why I'm very, very confident in Guadalajara. So it's like, and it's not known. Guadalajara, Mexico is not known for the pay for play compared to Medellin. So
Okay,
Mm.
like, guys
I
got
heard
to
that.
really step their game up
You
if
must have
they're
heard that from
going there.
QB. Because
QB
QB
said that.
knows it.
QB even said it.
Nah,
He
so
said,
I was there, bro. I just came from Guadalajara too. Like, so I was in Guadalajara for a month and a half, and I have
I'm
family
gonna tell you
there.
another. I'm gonna tell you another spot, guys. That's not really known for the play for play spot that you can meet yourself a genuine good foreign woman is Costa Rica.
Oh,
I
Hmm.
disagree. I just because I've been there.
I've been
If you
there
go to
too,
Hapa Beach, if you go to Hapa Beach, it's
but
all
it
pros over there.
depends. It depends. Jaco Beach is, but other parts in Costa Rica isn't.
mm.
It's very conservative and reserved. I've even kind of felt that in San Jose too, except for maybe one little section area where they have what's it called? Hotel Del Rey. Well, that spot's play for play. You got chicks from Italy, chicks from all over the world, Colombia, and a lot of Dominicans go there and they're selling to make money. But in other areas where I went to, it seemed like you really had to step your game up a little bit because the girls were more like, hey, listen, I don't want you going to this spot. I don't want you going to Hako Beach because they know that's where pros are. If you're going over there, I'm not gonna fuck with you. And I had a girl told me that straight up that she wasn't gonna fuck with me if I went over there. I'm done with you. See that when I get things like that from women, that makes me feel different about her because now I'm like, okay, I know this girl's serious about it. But then again, maybe she's trying to protect the bag too. So you never know. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah,
But
but I would think guys have to do a better job of reading the girl's body language. Like,
you
let's say,
gotta
for
read them
instance,
out. You gotta read them out.
let's say you meet a
You gotta
chick from
read
the
them out.
barrio in any country, but especially Medellin, like in girls from, let's say, from Bayo or San Javier, you see her with an iPhone 14. I was like, you already know what she's about. She has a fucking phone that's like $1,400, like, and the average like salary is only $200 a month. So you know what's up. So guys need to do a better job of reading the women's body language and shit, dude. And you could tell a lot too by looking at her IG pictures as well.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Listen, I had a non-pro. I was on a date with a Costa Rican chick, and I had a great time. It was a blast. So You know, like I said, everybody's experience may be different, but I didn't experience the play for play into that aspect when I met her out there. But
And truthfully, for me, like the way I look at it is like, because I've been there, done the nightlife activities and all that, speed dating. The way I look at it right now, to be honest, if I'm going to a place, I prefer not doing the pay for play. Like,
me neither.
if I go home with a dry dick, so be it. But I'd rather just meet a genuine woman who's really into me because of my personality or physique or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a great feeling, bro. Because then it's not about the money. It's about like, hey, I'm vibing with you. I'm chilling with you, and it's so much better, man. Chile has kind of crossed my mind. I don't know too much about it, but I want to do some research on Chile,
So
and I don't see
somebody
too
was saying
many.
they got like a lot of snow bunnies out there. Like you see like Latino chick with green eyes, they're very tall.
Well,
Yeah, I see some Chile
I'm
battles
trying
on
to stay from the spots where a lot of American men ain't really going to.
they don't be going to Chile, bro. Yeah, Chile, Argentina, Peru. You ain't gonna see that many Americans.
Exactly. That's how I know I can deal with
They
non-pros.
go to like DR. They go to like maybe Panama and then Colombia, and that's pretty much it. Or sometimes they go to Cuba as well. But and shit. But Guadalajara is a good spot, Buck. If you go, just know like you go out, you gotta dress nice. There's a dress code.
Oh yeah, I'm all
Uh,
about dressing nice, man. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah. So
I was actually
Guadalajara is a hidden gem, man. Like I tell people all the time, the best looking women are in Guadalajara, and some people can say Sinaloa as well. But good food, great
yeah,
nightlife. It's really similar to Medellin as far as like the nature of the city, but the culture is obviously different. But
different.
Guadalajara is a dope place, man.
I want to check out Chile, Santiago. I've seen
Mm.
some pictures of it. It looks really nice out there. It's really
Yeah, I
it's
never been. I never been. I see some Chilean girls when I was in DR this year. They're pretty good looking. It's just that motivated me to go. It's like holy shit, man.
I do want to check it out. It's a nice city from the pictures and the videos I've seen so far, and
Mm.
it's piquing my interest because I I don't see too many American people or foreigners. They don't go over there. They don't go there.
And that's why I like Santiago DR because when I was there, I used to live there. Like I never saw no Americans there. Never. And
Yep.
shit, never,
And guess
never.
what? In Santiago, I've been there quite a few times, but Santiago, I think, got better looking quality women than anywhere else.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's so easy, man. I've gone to like clubs and just met girls just like that. They'll go up to you like, "You want to dance?" Like it's too easy. That's a hidden gem as well. But most guys they stick to like Sosúa or Punta Cana or even Santo Domingo or Puerto Plata. Santiago's like not really like.
Santiago was so lit. I loved it out there. I loved the
Mm.
atmosphere out there. The women were great, and I didn't get that play for play experience either. I mean, I met women in local supermarkets and
It's so
stuff.
easy. It's so easy in
Easy.
Santiago. Like you could just go down to the Camargo and just meet girls like just drinking a presidente and shit. So
Yeah,
it's
it's just a
Yeah,
natural thing.
yeah, and it's all about organic, man. Like if the relationship and the bonds are organic, man, you're just gonna have a better experience overall.
Yeah.
Like because pay for play, like I mean, you get your rocks off, but at the end of the day, what do you accomplish? So that's why, like, even if I go to a place and let's say I didn't even get anything, and I end up not doing the pay for play, I rather live with that than doing the whole pay for play because for me it's like
You know what's another hidden gem though?
what's
La Romania. How you pronounce that? La Romana. Sorry, Lorena.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
DR.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can meet a lot of non-pros there, like
I
see
regular
haven't gone
chicks.
yet. Oh
see
shit.
if you want to meet a decent girl in DR, go to the capital. And you know what? Normal, regular girls, what was the first thing they ask you when you're over there? They ask you, "Oh, how long are you gonna be there?" Because they trying to vet. They trying to vet you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah, but
it.
you can't be like
I
you
ain't
can't be
doing
like
this
I've been
Santo
gonna here for a
Domingo,
week
man.
because then they're
I
gonna
mean,
fuck with you, man.
look. If you really
The
trying to
Santo
look,
Domingo is
hold
kind
on.
of
Let me give you that
dangerous,
game.
man.
Let me give that game.
Yeah, Santo Domingo is dangerous, man, for sure,
I
for
don't
sure.
know
It's
about that.
so you a lot of those girls. I mean, like I rather like I said, I rather just mess with the regular girls than mess with those pay for play girls, man.
Man, you got
It's
Boca Chica, man, out there in Santo Domingo, man. That's a straight up 304 red light
no, no,
district
no,
spot.
no, no. Santo Domingo, Boca Chica is a suburb of Santo Domingo. I'm talking about Zonio Cano,
Mm,
with the rich areas. I'm talking about that areas. I'm not talking about Boca Chica. Boca Chica is
mm.
a is a poor area. I'm talking about San Domingo.
But bro, even the Dominicans like they're from the capital will tell you the girls from Santiago are better, Cibao and shit, dude. They always tell you that. Like when I was there, like I was there this year, and they would tell me like I would tell them like, what do you think? Like which better looking girls, which are more easier to meet? They're like, oh, Santiago and shit, dude. So
Yeah, because Santiago is more like a metropolitan city, man, and then
yeah,
they have it's more metropolitan, and then they have the Monument Museum, I think, or something like that out there. I love it. It's more. I felt more friendly, more
yeah, for
family
sure.
friendly.
Everything's walkable distance though. Like I stayed by the monument when I used
Yeah,
to live there.
Santiago was a
This
nice
is just
spot,
like
man.
walk. I was there this year for like a whole month. I had a good. Every time I go, I always stay by the monument, and like
I had
you
a
just
good
walk
time.
everywhere and shit, man. So
I met a chick that cooked for me, cleaned for me, man. She was dope as hell, bro. And I didn't get that play for play experience, none of that shit. The only thing she asked for, because she had a child, she was just like, "Yo, do you think you can like give me some change or whatever? I just want to get some milk." So I said, "All right, that's cool," but that I didn't feel no like exchange where I'm just like, "Yeah, pay me
nah,
for
bro,
sex."
Medellin's a lot more crazier, dog. Like I
Oh
was
hell
supposed to
yeah!
meet up with 3 girls, and like one girl asked me for money for like rapping. She's like, "Can you give me the rapping?" And I'll go out with you on a date tonight. It's like, nah, I didn't even respond. It's like, but there's guys out there that are giving these girls money and shit. That's why they're like that. And
But
two,
they do be begging in DR though. Certain places they
yeah, yeah, oh
beg
yeah, for sure
heavy.
in DR as well. But I think
Oh
in
my
DR I
god.
have an easier chance of meeting like normal girls than in Colombia. Like I feel like Medellin is just like so fucking
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's
Medellin is
rough.
just on steroids. Medellin is just like, you know what Medellin is like Pornhub, man. It's just Pornhub, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro. And I tell guys all the time, like, bro, so many girls there sell, especially from the Stratus
Oh
1 and 2.
my
Like,
gosh.
I've gone out with girls and they're like, oh, I go to university. And later on, you find out they're working at Casas. And it's a cultural thing. Well, Medellin is not other cities. The girls in other cities are more serious. But I know in Medellin, it's like very, like, they're about that nightlife. They're about getting the money no matter what. And so I tell guys, like, bro, there's so many girls that do webcamming. They sell. Like, I'm not judging either. Like, whatever. That's their shit. But guys don't realize that it's a cultural thing and so many girls are doing it, like a lot of girls are doing it. And so I mean, I don't know, man. Like you could go out with a girl thinking she's a regular chick in Medellin. Oh, she's going to university and she's probably working at a casa. It
Well,
happens.
you see some girls, fair enough. You see some girls from other parts of DR that will go to Sasua for selling, and it happens. You go see that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, but it's a cultural thing. Like I mean, I've had girls even that are professional in Colombia tell me, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You
Like
know they've
I
done
know
it.
like in
Yeah,
other
yeah.
countries it's frowned upon, but in Colombia it's just like whatever. It's like a
I
job.
think
It's considered a
Colombia
job.
is Colombia is just more sexually open, and they don't think nothing of it like the way we would. So it's just like it's just a regular thing. Like, hey, it doesn't matter. Who cares? But I don't know, man. It's just my experience with Colombia, but it maybe just the ones I've been around, man. They just seem like really good people. Like some are just really stressed out and they're trying to get by. Like this one chick that I know, um, she's living really bad. You know what I'm saying? And she's just trying to get out of her situation. So there's also other sides of Colombia that people are not,
Yeah.
aware of. But
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I think in Colombia we're getting a bad reputation as well. I've had some like Colombians like tell me what they really feel about us, and I'm like, damn.
I don't really think they like us. I just think they
Nah,
like our
they
money.
don't. They don't like us, bro. Like it's just like
Yeah.
really bad. Like, and
you think
ever
so?
since that happened to that DJ, like that was like the melting pot for them. That was just like the ammunition they needed to talk shit. Like, because for a while they couldn't really say much
Yeah.
about us, but when that happened, like I've seen a few girls tell me like, oh, I think y'all are this, and I'm like, one girl that was telling me shit, I was like, but you got drugged by your best friend, so why are you telling me this? Like your people did you dirty as well. Like, so I don't know, man. I just feel like they have a lot of issues in their country, and like I just think it's like they're trying to like blame other people so they can feel better about themselves. I guess like it is what
So
it is.
what can we do to reduce the population of men being drugged?
Okay, so
'Cause
what we can do is import American food and let the women become overweight, and then men will stop. Then men will stop going. Andrew, that's the only way.
oh man. So you think there's gonna be more passport pookies coming?
Yes,
More,
yes.
more, more men getting drugged and shit. You think it's bound to happen?
BBWs.
As
Oh
long as the women are attractive, the men are coming.
Yeah, but okay,
man.
but even if all these women get gordita, right, and just get fucking huge or fat and shit, then these passport pookies, they're gonna go other places, right?
Mm.
Because because look at Sasua, for instance, man. I've been to Sasua one time, and when I went to Sasua, the women were bad. They look beautiful out there. Like I'll show you an example what the girls look like back in 2015 or 16. That was the last time I was out there. Look, listen,
Oh man.
girls look like this in Sasua. Okay, petite, beautiful. Like a lot of them just took care of themselves, man. If you see today's women in Sasua, they don't look like this chick right now.
Nah, bro. I went a few years ago, 2019, and I thought they were trash. I remember was walking around. I was there for one day, and I left the next day. I was like, bro, overrated. I left.
Bro, they
So,
look like they came from the Bronx Zoo. Like straight ratchet, ghetto as fuck, man. And I'm a New Yorker, but I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of us New Yorkers, we went over there, we fucked up that place, man. Like seriously, man, that shit looks mad ghetto.
But
Like
Andrew, we have the
it looks
whole.
like Gotham City, like a mini Gotham
hey,
City.
but they were telling me that 12 years ago, like the guys weren't even paying. Like girls used to just go to Sasua just to chill with foreigners, and like I don't know what happened, but now it's like it's a red light district now. So
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's always been a red light district, but
that's
it
how
wouldn't
other
be
places
bad
are
now.
in the world right now. Currently, it's just that when they started to blow up, they start now it's all about the money aspect, which is why I keep saying try other new places where you don't even have to rely on money.
I told guys
To
why not? I
do
told guys why not go to Amsterdam, man? Just pay the extra like a couple $100 for the airplane ticket. You get all the kinds of girls from the world in that zone right there, and it's cheap. It's like €60.
You know what's a hot gem for a lot of brothers to go to is Romania.
I've been to Romania. Yeah, some women are. I was just there like last year, and the women are gorgeous, but like,
Oh,
how would I say like it's not as approachable. They're not as approachable as like Latinas. Like Eastern Europe people are like very cold, So it just depends.
yeah, they are. Yeah, they can be.
It
But if you
depends.
meet,
Okay, I would say Poland is the exception. Poland, they're very open, but other countries like in Czech Republic or Slovakia or
yeah,
Serbia and shit, they're very like to themselves. But the women are very beautiful. I think the women in Eastern Europe are better looking than the Venezuelans and the Colombians, my opinion. And shit, more educated, more like traditional and shit. But it is what it is.
I mean, you could always do that. You could also do Spain too. Spain seems a
Yeah, I've been
little
to
bit
Spain.
more
Yeah, that's what I told guys. You know what? Barcelona has Latinas from
Barcelona.
all over, bro. Like when
Yeah,
I was in Barcelona last year, I met girls that are from Cali, Colombia, from Medellin, from DR, everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
and they're more classy. They seem a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
more
that's true.
classy.
Yeah, yeah, more classy. They're about their work and over there and shit. They're not just like taking advantage and shit. But I had a good time at Barcelona.
I do want to visit Barcelona. I really
Yeah,
do.
Barcelona's dope. I was there for like 2 weeks. Fuck, that's a good time. Shit, man.
I met a chick from Barcelona that came over here, man, and she was pretty good, man. She was cool people's, man. Personality was dope. But then again, she's in America, so who knows?
Yeah, Barcelona's dope, man. I highly recommend it. If anybody goes to Europe, like definitely go to Bar. People go to Paris. Paris is a shithole, man. I say Barcelona's a lot more better and shit, dude. Barcelona, Amsterdam, and then you really like drinking, I would say Prague and then fucking Budapest in
Yeah,
there as
I
well.
heard some very good things about Prague, man. Czech
Yeah,
Republic.
I used to live in Prague, bro. I went to university there, bro. And
Yeah,
dude, Prague is like a dope ass place, bro. Like it's fun, bro. It's definitely a good place.
Well, I mean, it's 12:53, guys, man. I guess we can kind of shut it down, man. Thanks you guys for joining. We definitely gotta do this again. Definitely get on some hot topics like this, but let's hope that we can kind of stop these brothers from getting scopophemed. Stay away from the drug activity, man, because these streets will eat you alive, man.
And I will say this: if the brother is actually listening, like please contact Andrew because Andrew probably wants to do an interview with you.
You know what? That would be awesome. Because if he can come across, man, I would love to do an interview with you. Because I have some questions I would love to ask you, my man.
Yeah, Razor
Yeah.
has some people that's been drugged on his channel, right? Like a few people.
Oh shit, are you serious?
Yeah, Razors had like one guy that was kidnapped, and then another guy that was like two guys that were drugged, I believe. On this kind of story.
What the?
Yeah, he
Oh
had.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
and I remember I was on that live. There was some dude that was kidnapped in Medellin. He was like talking about it for like an hour. It's like, holy shit, dude.
yo, you know what story got me laughing? That one dude, Tobias the Traveler.
Oh yeah,
Story, man.
What's up with that guy?
But I give kudos to him because he opened up about it. You know.
yeah. It's not
And
easy. It's not easy, man. A lot of guys are prideful, so
Oh, you mean
they're gonna
Tobias?
hide it.
Yeah, he told me about that. Him getting drugged. I had him on my show. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate what happened to him, but
Yeah.
the way he had crazy balls to, come up on YouTube and explain his story, man. Like, because he might actually gain subscribers from just that video alone. Like,
Oh yeah. That kind of went a little not
yeah,
viral, but I mean,
because he
got
went
a lot of people.
from like 300 subscribers, and when he produced that video, he went straight up to 5K.
Yeah.
Subscribers.
You know what? There was another guy like 2 weeks ago on the Facebook group said that he got drugged but I think the girl drugged his water. He's like, I didn't drink, but I brought her to my apartment, and when I went to sleep, like I didn't wake up for like a day and a half. So like the girl drugged his water and shit, his water bottle and shit. That's crazy. So I mean,
You know what I would like to do? This is what I would like to do for this channel, man. I would love to travel and actually not pin my location because I ain't that dumb. I ain't gonna do some shit like that. But if I'm comfortable with a chick and I'm cooler, I wouldn't mind interviewing. You know what I'm saying? And just have her on the show, and then people could ask her questions about her lifestyle and how she's living and all that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But just regular chicks, man. Just have regular chicks come over, man. Just talk, whatever. Because I know one that speaks English pretty well. So I mean, she's down to want to do an interview. So I think that would be pretty dope. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's always good. That brings more attention to your channel. Like my most watched videos are the ones that do the interviews with the girls. Like guys like to see that shit. So
You know what we don't have on YouTube? Like what would be cool is if we have like a fresh and fit type style podcast, but with foreign chicks.
Yeah.
that's true,
No one
right?
hasn't really done that yet.
That would be cool. Like if we can invite.
How would that actually work, though?
You would have to have like a studio, wouldn't you? Like set up and everything.
You'd have to relocate.
Country, dude.
No.
I'm just trying to think how it actually work.
Andrew, what you can do is like you can drop the link for them, drop the link on the WhatsApp, and have them join the panel. And, they can discuss.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Fresh and Fit, they be having hoes on their shows too, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So trying to invite hoes to your spot, especially I mean in foreign countries,
security.
It may not be necessarily a good look because you might catch one that want to catch a lick. You know what I'm saying?
She sees all the electronics and shit. Yeah, that's true.
You see your electronics,
especially in Colombia, bro.
Yo, imagine I'm doing a podcast, a bunch of niggas start robbing me live on air, bro. You know how many fucking views I get? That shit would go viral.
Oh wow.
I would automatically be put in the passport bro category right on YouTube.
Well, scratch that idea.
Tanya TKO was gonna have me on there. Look what this motherfucker did in Colombia. He thought he was a fresh and fit guy, and he had all these hoes coming to his house, and then one of them had a guy with a shotgun and came and robbed his ass. I'm gonna be on Tanya TKO's 10 o'clock news, man.
Oh my god, bro.
Shit. Imagine that. But see, it is a good idea, but it's also you gotta once again, you gotta be in the circle. I'd rather deal with the circle of women than actually kind of going out there because that's kind of a little dangerous. But you can do that in America.
But you also have to like a bunch of girls like agree to like meet at a certain time, right? Like, okay, we're gonna do this show like at 8 o'clock. And so let's say you get like 4 or 5 girls, like that's like difficult as hell, man. Like shit. Unless they're all cool with each other, they know each other, but you're getting random girls. It's just like,
And then
Well,
we all know Colombian women are flaky as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying. I
are.
was supposed to do a Q&A with a local that I known for 3 years, and she never showed up. And I had the live and everything. Like I was waiting for her, and like no message until the next day. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, bro, fuck
They're
this.
flaky as hell.
Yeah.
They're flaky because they got other people they dealing with.
Oh, for sure, man. They'll tell you like a lie, like, "Oh, I fell asleep and my phone died." I'm like, "No, what you're trying to say is that you went home with another guy." I don't, but that's the thing. I don't even argue with them no more because I already know they're bullshit. I'm just like, cool. I don't even respond to the messages anymore. I don't give a fuck.
But see,
And
those
shit.
are not see, and that's the type of things that I'll be telling a lot of these new travelers, man. Like, if you go over there, don't bring your heart out there. These women are not built for relationships, man.
Fuck no, nah, bro, not at
They're
all, bro.
not.
Especially like, bro, you know what? I did an interview with a paisa like 3 years ago, and I told this all the time on my channel. Some chick from the Rolas, that's what they call the women from Bogota, like was passing by, and I'm never gonna forget. Like she heard like the questions I was asking this woman, and she starts like cussing her out in Spanish, like you ain't shit, like paisas are this, paisas are that, and I'm just like with the camera, and the girl started like crying profusely, and she ended up actually calling her mom on the phone, like. "Ah." I didn't put it on my channel because like I know the girl's family and I'm not gonna do that for clout. But
Oh
that's when I
shit.
realized like how the Colombians are with each other. Like if you ask like Colombians from different cities what they think about the Paisas, oh bro, like you're really gonna find out what Colombians really feel about those girls and shit, man.
Wow. And you
Yeah,
know what I noticed though in DR, the chicks, like there's quite a few quite a few Venezuelans that are going over to DR, and they're in these play for play spots, and this one girl tell me that she can't stand them. They be getting into fights with Venezuelan women
yeah, but
because
nobody can stand them, bro. Nobody like the thing
oh,
about well, you know Dominicans, bro. They're nationalists, bro. And I know of so many Venezuelans. They talk so much shit about every country they go to. They talk. I met Venezuelans that are in DR that talk shit about DR, and I was just like, cool. And then like I remember I was like 4 years ago they put the visa on them, right? And I remember a few Venezuelans that I knew they were crying about it, like, oh, they put visas, and I'm like, yeah, because you're talking shit about their island. Like I even know a YouTuber, a female Venezuelan
damn.
girl, and she did like a video like saying things that she didn't like about DR. Man, that video went fucking viral. They're cussing her out in the comments, like get the fuck out of the island, like. And so that was like 4 years ago. So I know
Man,
that,
you can't do that. She's
yeah,
crazy.
bro. Like, she just left the video on there. She was like, even the Venezuelans were commenting on the video, like, please, like, you're gonna like, give us a harder time and shit. Like, she didn't care. She just left it
Yeah,
on.
because the other Venezuelans they trying to get out, man. That place is crazy. They trying to escape that country. There's so much damn politics going on over there, man. It's low. What they got? They have a what do they have got going on over there? I don't know if it's low poverty, man. It's
Yeah,
just
but hey, but even the Colombians don't want them in their country as well. Like if you talk to like I know Mexicans don't want them, and I know that the Colombians don't want them, the Dominicans don't want them. Like it's like every country you see, like I think even like the videos that they've been posting out about like the Venezuelans complaining about shit in NYC. Like if you look at the comments, like there's people from a lot of countries in South America talking shit about them. Oh, they're acting like that in Chile. They're acting like that in Bolivia. They're acting like that in Argentina and Peru as well. So it's a huge Latin American community that's like, I guess, like just fed up with their behavior of like entitlement. And so, yeah, I'm hearing from boots on the ground in NYC, like they're turning into like a central now. There's like a lot of girls selling. They're the models, like stealing shit.
Yeah.
So
See, when I was in Miami, I was seeing a lot of those models out there in Miami, and the girls were selling out there. Like there's literally a strip, and I don't want to name the strip in Miami where you see a bunch of Venezuelan Colombian women selling.
wow, that wasn't there when I was living in Miami, but I guess this is recent like that. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. This is actually recently, So
wow.
Andrew, I gotta head out. Buck, it's been a
Yeah, man.
pleasure. Ulysses, take care, man.
Yeah, hey,
Appreciate it,
same here
man.
when I head out. Salute
cool,
to the
man.
panel,
Hey,
man.
nice panel
Yeah,
tonight,
man.
Andrew.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys for being on here, man. It's a pleasure, man. Yeah, man. Well, I guess we could wrap it up, man. Those of y'all who haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Buck, you got any last words? Okay, Buck is out of here. All right, I guess we're all out. Anyways, man, make sure you guys go ahead and like, subscribe. We're gonna have more shows like this to come. Thank you all for joining, man, and we'll see you in the next one.